trust your teammates to win the rest of the fights and eventually get that flag home. I mean, look at this fight from top mid. Ooh, Kruvu got some nasty,
Sorry, I had
nasty
to
shots
fix my audio, but let's go Rectified.
Sometimes what you don't do that counts. Sometimes
It's good to
just
see you as
about
well, bro.
staying alive
I'm
rather
happy
than going for the
to,
flashy
that's actually really
kills.
loud, I'm not
And
gonna
you
lie.
saw it right there with Eli.
I'm happy to be back. I'm
staying
happy to be
alive
grinding,
as
bro.
long
I've
as
been,
possible,
been
able to
traveling a
ultimately
bunch
get that
these past
easy
few
kill
weeks,
onto the
so
one-shot player, which immediately converts
excited to be
to
chilling
that
at home
fourth
for the next
flag
couple
cap
weeks.
for Chimpanzees. And now we're going to game number 2. And I mean, I know for a
Yo,
fact
what is
that
this
Krills
Disney
and
World ass
Eli,
music?
They feel comfortable on a map like this. It's the remake of Plaza. We're going to Solitude.
Yeah, Solitude's meta is pretty solved for these players that played in Halo
production.
5. They know what the rules of engagements are, what these spawn traps are like. The spawns
But yeah, just
very
been chilling
similar
today.
to what they were in Halo 5. There's
I guess
a
I got
couple
back from
finicky
traveling
things, and one of the biggest
yesterday, so
impacts you'll see by the spawn changes in Halo Infinite is you're going to see blue is weighted just a little bit
we've got
heavier
about
than it
3
was in Halo
weeks,
5.
I think,
Let me tell you what,
until
it's
Salt Lake
pretty damn
City.
heavy in Halo 5. So you're going to see a lot of blue spawn traps.
I think we're
on
chilling
this
until
map.
then.
Expect to see a lot of cycling between blue and loop. Those are going to be your 2 primary spawns, and expect to see players get high and use that elevation to their advantage.
Get high.
Showing why it's so important to get positions like S3, and he's popping off early.
One definition of solitude is the state of being alone, and that's not
Yeah,
what
so
you want to
this,
see. 'Cause if you're trying
this
to
Kruvu kid is
influence
gross,
those
right?
spawns the same way that you alluded to earlier, you're going to have that team where you're going to have to be small talking, but
seen this guy's name a lot.
the less favorable ones and putting the enemy team exactly where you want them. That's what
Now that's been my takeaway as well, Rectified. Like, I love Solitude and love the way it plays because it just plays like Plaza, bro. I even said it in my first like 0 to hero.
Woo! Kruvu's looking for more. Kruvu was able to
Like
get
the
that
first 0 to hero
shot.
that I recorded on
Notice what the
Solitude, I
team
was
play
like,
from Revenge was they sent 2
I was
players
like
over
just
towards
muscle
you,
memory. I was
leaving
like
their
hitting the
sniper
jumps
player
and
on
shit.
S.
Like
What
I had never
that
played it
does is
before. I
opens
didn't
up
warm
the
up on
blue
it.
spawn,
Like
and it's a
I just
perfect
muscle
spawn
memory
trap
from Halo
for the
5. I was
sniper,
able
and
to
you
like
see
move around the map
immediately
flawlessly.
it gets put
And I was like,
to
yeah,
work.
okay,
Kruvu
we're
puts the
fucking
shot
we're in
through the
business
dome,
here.
and now they are able to get back to that position, get
Yeah.
the sniper and their other Halo.
I mean, the
5
thing
gifted
is
hand
like
of Krillsy.
Revenge have 3x Chimpanzees.
it does look bad, but it's like I don't think it looks bad because it's like it's not like well made. It looks bad because that's the aesthetic they went with, which like I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. But
gaps. 3 down go Chimpanzees. Something tells me they could be monkeying around off spawn.
like
But no, look
I
how
don't know.
fast they
It's
were to
definitely
get
a
over
stylistic
towards
choice
yard.
that I
They know
don't
how
agree with.
important it is to get out of that initial spawning room. If you stay there, it is a
It seems like a little bit of an overcorrection from the complaints about Pit.
Close position over by Yard and Gold. At least you
They
have a
didn't
better
want to
position
release
to fight
another
with
map
each
that was
other and
all
take on the fight. When you're over
neon
at
and
blue,
like
very exposed positions. This is
cyberpunk
very
and crazy
interesting.
colors and
Look
shit.
how they're all rotating back towards blue, Tony. I'm not sure if this is going to work out for them. They want to get these kills, but it's going to be up to Morgan to win a huge fight over by the yellow.
That being said,
And Morgan immediately drops that nade to take
I guess yeah.
down
Point to
one.
that
Has
being
another
is like
one
they're
shot
able to
and
make
wants
good-looking
collapse
Forge
on it.
maps.
Doesn't
They
want
like
to allow
intentionally made like a
Eli
shit-looking
to
one for some
breathe
reason.
it also cuts off that angle, but it looks like eventually Eli Lee is able to get away.
But it fucking it plays good, or at least I think so. I've been
himself.
seeing like some pros complain about it and shit,
Able to
but
eat away at that lead,
I think it's
but
good.
Revenge, it's their time.
Morgan made a great play, start to finish. His team went towards blue. He was the anchor player, and he did a phenomenal job finding those kills and not allowing chimpanzees to get trapped over by blue. Now Revenge, look at them. They're having to roll as a pack. You're going to see a lot of these 3-1 splits, ensuring that 3 players stick together because you have to bully your way into the powerful positions on the map.
And we're seeing those 3 players push right over toward the long haul side, but Nathan for you catches the tail end of that beast, taking down 1.
I'm not gonna lie,
And then
Nathan
immediately
Fuse
backing
and the
down,
lead
gonna
gamer
go right
tag.
back for the reach out. Kruvu ready for
Oh, Ed Retrified with the
Down to
gifted.
denial grenades
Hey,
and to
thank you
keep
very
them
much, bro.
out.
I appreciate
It's
the
still
love, man.
Revenge that hold on to a 23-18 lead. Chimpanzees trying to crawl their way back.
Thank you very
into
much for the gifted sub, brother. I appreciate you. Much respect, as always.
Able to take down Eli Elite. That gets rid of the
Appreciate
the
you, dog.
the
I'm
stranger in the
I'm excited to
backside.
be
Now they know the spawns are
on the
out,
grind,
and
putting in
although
some
Luke is
work.
The power position on this map. If you know
And hopefully leading
that
up
they're
to Salt
spawning
Lake,
there,
we
you
can
take just as much advantage
can make some good
as you
stuff.
would with the traditional spawn trap over at blue. And you can see, look at how spread out
Yeah, I
Chimpanzees
appreciate you,
are.
brother.
You got Signet
Appreciate
over
the love,
at
as
Posters,
always.
Morgan and
My dog.
teammates waiting over at Flowers. They're trying to bait the players from Revenge to pushing forward, and while they do that, you have a player with a sniper in the power position over at S4. This really cuts down any lane and any opportunity. You're going to see the game slow down, but basically Chimpanzees is begging Revenge, make a play, try to push forward. They don't have to initiate these gunfights because of the positions that they're in on the map.
I don't know if it's Nathan for you or Nathan force you after the shots he was hitting, and now Ezio gonna follow it right up with that sniper. I told you before, don't let this man get it in his hands. He started off the game 9-6 and can add plenty more to it. Just barely misses that shot, but you notice that Morgan and Nathan, they immediately collapse over toward the cafe side. They immediately put Revenge on respawn. Revenge were controlling this game for so long. What has happened to this league?
Good glitch.
This is just beautiful spawn work from the side of Chimpanzees. They're doing a phenomenal job at closing down these lanes, not letting Revenge find any spacing on the map, and putting the game in the hands of their power weapon players. And so far, it's been effective throughout this game. You're going to have to see some individual PIV fights won from the side of Revenge, or find players that can sneak through and get behind enemy lines. But so far, Ezio has been shutting it down.
Like, even just watching this, like, bro, this plays exactly how it did in Halo 5, bro. Like, you got the one guy with the snipe standing S4. They keep trapping him like blue and back loop and shit.
That's gonna be a killing spree. 6 assists to go along with it.
Look at this, they just pin him in yard the whole fucking game.
Are so popular because you leave Morgan in open space.
This is just the Halo 5 special right here.
Gunfights, the reversal right into helping from across the map.
Ain't nothing changed.
Is being felt across the map right now. His presence is here, and Revenge need to deal with them right now because he's
We're gonna read the blue spawn.
And the problem is sometimes they're going to spawn at blue, but look at what Morgan deals with. There's a player already weak before the challenge even comes in. That's because of the players that are at nest. They can find the immediate angles onto those spawners at blue, and for the first time, we're starting to see a split from Revenge. They need to take advantage of this. Find an important kill. Get the power weapons away. They finally have the spacing that they need. Now it's time to execute on these individual slates. If they're able to do so, they're going to be able to put Chimpanzees into the same trap.
There they go. I was going to say, they're going to flip the setup here.
To these next couple
this is their chance to get back into this game.
Put the momentary 3 down. It does come to these next gunfights. Indeed, only 7 kills between these two, and Revenge have the opportunity to punish Chimpanzees. But you notice that the moment the Chimpanzees come up, you see a 3-man funnel over towards Cafe.
They're still getting the kills, bro.
Morgan and Nathan back-to-back kills forces Revenge right off.
They just broke their setup immediately.
Map, trying to stay alive because they know they are 8 kills away, 2 squad wipes away from ultimately losing this game.
I love the plays from Chimpanzees. It's a little unorthodox to put 3 players into blue because you're not giving much respect to the player at S4, but they're going after their namesake. Oh God, Krubu, that's nice. They're going after their namesake, right? They're aping, right? They're trying to ensure that they just fly players towards that damage, and as long as they're able to isolate angles, they're going to be fine. And so far, they've been able to find these couple breaks. They have this lead, but this sniper in Krubu's hands and him knowing this position could be a death nail for them.
Oh my God.
Tactics have been working for quite some time, but Chimpanzees just going 3 down. You might be 5 kills away from taking the game, but you cannot get sloppy with it. Revenge.
Hey, yo.
Coming at you quick, only down by 6 kills. You're seeing Krubu over towards
I was gonna say, to be fair,
another player pushing.
Hang on, and they've got him trapped. They can get back in this game right here. One of them got out looped though.
Finish the collapse, push through, and work out this spawn. The Chimpanzees
players
wait,
they're getting the kills.
Out,
are they gonna read him loop?
Finish these fights over at loop.
And I'm buffering. Oh my God.
Players are gonna split.
We're back in the action,
be
bro.
Aware of that. Finish these fights over at loop.
Dog. Hello, you what?
And then
thank you.
Change your targets to either.
Which be on some hater shit, bro. That ass. Let me watch some Halo. That was kind of a faded play.
Went out or was a crash.
Oh, it wasn't us. It was them. Airstream crash. It wasn't us.
Sometimes things take up, but What we're seeing is it's a 2-point game, Tony, and well, Chimpanzees
Never mind, bro.
right on top of each other. This fight is probably going to determine who wins the game, and Kruvu has a flank on Signet. Signet needs to win this.
Whoa!
Gets away. The players from Chimpanzees come through, and that's going to be defeat. Chimpanzees able to hold on to that lead and win the game.
Only needed one more kill, and man, Chimpanzees baiting that player so quickly. Had him one shot. You want to chase down that kill, but ultimately only one kill to give. Eventually you get baited out. The bait and switch simply too strong. And I told you, Chimpanzees, they ain't monkeying around.
No, I mean, really just phenomenal.
God, Tony's an idiot.
To be in the right spot, right time. Really love the spawn traps that they're providing. What I thought was interesting is that you can see there's different thought processes on the spawn traps that you prefer on the game. A lot of teams prefer
hero
to trap
for my
players
hero
towards blue and try to isolate them.
Oh, Classy with the 56
try to
months.
isolate them towards yard. I think
Classy, welcome back. Much love, much respect, as always.
You're in Slayer or an objective. If you're in an objective game type,
my dog, bro. Sorry, I'm eating.
Spawn for your team because of how much access it has to each individual objective piece. But when you're talking about Slayer,
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much for the resub. Welcome back.
Over by loop and yard, it's very hard
56
to break out,
months
right?
is crazy.
Glass and
we
loop,
coming up on that 5 years.
Angle from across the map.
That's wild.
At S4 or at Nest or at Flowers.
We're doing well, bro. We're doing well.
Through, yard,
we are chilling
this
shit.
Has a single hallway. The player at Flowers.
No, I was just talking about it a minute ago.
The player at Top Gold is going to be able to see that.
Been out of town again the past few days. Doing a lot of traveling. Been mad busy.
That's isolated. The one thing that you can't
been having a good time
to do is funnel players out through the bottom.
I was saying we got about 3 weeks until Salt Lake City,
so turn and get behind that sniper tower. But with how players have their headsets,
got about 3 weeks to sort of settle back into the grind.
Very hard proposition.
And if you're having a tough time ultimately controlling spawns on Solitude, something tells me it ain't gonna get any easier on live fire strongholds. I mean, it's that green spawn can be so punishing. That back A spawn, the same thing. If a team's holding a CB setup and they're trapping a team over towards A, sometimes it can be advantageous to have
I still had
sometimes
I put in a bunch of work before I left and recorded a bunch of videos and shit, so I still had stuff going up while I was gone.
To have done to you,
but obviously I wasn't able to stream during that time, so
that's going to be game number 3.
But yeah, the YouTube videos have been doing well, which I'm very glad about.
Fast-paced game, right? I love to see trip cap pressures on this map and just the spawn manipulation. I really feel like Solitude's been a great addition, and it plays very similar to how you play on Livefire as well, with the philosophies and the way that you push in. Solitude's probably going to be a little bit more of a traditional setup Halo, you know, like Halo 3, where it's like you be here, you be here, you be here. Livefire has a little bit more malleability to it, but same concept, right? A lot of it is just rotational Halo at its core, and the way that you rotate is going to determine so much in this game. So far, we saw a heavy favor for the team of Revenge on the objectives. Chimpanzees, though, the Slayer, they battle back. It's going to be a toss-up. Right now, the teams, they're flipped. We'll get that fixed when we have the opportunity, but Livefire Strongholds, this is going to be an exciting one, Tony.
It really, especially when you talk about the sniper being in play. I mean, whether it's Kruvu, whether it's Ezo,
I gotta hit this Pine Park right here, man.
Team ultimately gets that sniper. You have playmakers on both sides, and really could be the difference maker of putting the team ultimately 3 down, or you going 3 down yourself. When it comes to that sniper, it can be so deadly. The damage you can output on the enemy team with taking as little as possible can be a game changer, and that's what I'm really excited to see on Livefire.
Get to see what the rest of this tournament is.
Yo, what's good, Plasma?
Like. We have 2 teams that will qualify for this tournament out of the elimination bracket. You see that Elim semis, that's where the qualified teams will be when they get there. 2 teams qualified from the upper side already, so we're getting towards the end of this bracket. And well, there's some great teams that are starting to make their ways to the final stages of this tournament.
What's good, bro?
It's exciting.
What are we doing
like
today?
You said, you know, we know who the top 7 teams that are ultimately going to Utah guaranteed pool play. FaZe, SSG, Optic, Sentinels, Native Red, Complexity, and C9 out of North America, and also believe we also believe that Quadrant is making over there too, representing EU. From there, There's only a few spots that are left to make it to the global invitation. I'm pretty sure everybody wants to get there. So Chimpanzees and Revenge, this is your opportunity to make it right into full play on next week, and it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be serious, but you got to get through this. You got to get through this match and a few more in order to qualify.
Oh, dude, I love that we have a little bit of online Halo in between the lands right now. This is just the greatest. This is the greatest season of Halo.
I've been playing some Halo, watching some Halo. It's a good Sunday. Hell yeah, bro. It's a good Sunday.
It just feels like it's non-stop action for these next couple months, and
non-stop action. That's right, Bish. We going to Salt Lake City in 3 weeks.
What teams will
like 3 weeks after that, we going to Fort Worth. Like a month after that, we going to Seattle for the World Championship, Bish.
Who will eventually hoist that World Championship trophy at Worlds.
I can't wait.
250 points to take the win here on Strongholds Live.
No, I was literally just talking about it, but
12 minutes.
We already got a lot of traveling lined up
over toward the top side. You have Overshield
the rest of the year, so
a little bit delayed. So you got
that's why I'm excited for these next 3 weeks. Just kind of getting to chill.
You eventually rotate back over towards Overshield, but like we said, that sniper
recharge
to be the difference maker. Get into the hands of one of your playmakers, and tower side ain't too bad either.
Sniper already up, and look how no effort from
I definitely
to even
the thing
try
is
to contest for that sniper rifle.
I've been
Instead,
traveling a lot
straight for that
and
determining that that's the power weapon that you want.
I played 1 day of Infinite when I got back from Arlington.
They hit some big shots.
Oh my god, he just smushed his ass.
The map, taking both Charlie and Bravo at the same time and having first.
But I haven't played it like at all.
So gonna try to steal it away, but it is not gonna happen. 4 down go Chimpanzees and a triple.
I'm actually looking forward to playing a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Game 3.
We'll see how long that lasts.
This is about as perfect as you can
if
get.
The game breaks my spirit.
Struggling to just find a position in which they're able to fight for a hill, right? Immediately going 2 down, it ensures that you really can't get in a hill and expect to get anything for free. They'll find A as a home, but quickly the players that tried to extend out were taken care of.
56-0 run as Revenge
to punish cheaters and shit, Classy?
Looking for the spawner, slowing it down, and really comfortable with the Bravo and Charlie. They're limiting the options.
I get it. I was seeing
but that's exactly what they do.
I was seeing all the clips on Twitter and shit when I was gone, like people that were cheating and like, ooh, whoa, oh my god, that would have been so sick.
For the triple, I would have freaked out.
Yeah, no, I would have actually lost my shit if he hit that.
It's like a Twitch feeling. It's like you're seeing that his controller is 1-to-1 of his brain synapses. Just insane the way that Kurubu tries to hit sniper shots. That's why I say when you see this guy play matchmaking, it always feels like he's just trying to go for some sort of clip on you.
Man, that Twitch, it reminded me of some of that mouse and keyboard type Twitch. You better watch out.
Yeah, I was seeing the different clips of people like cheating in 4 stacks and like trying to beat pros and like all this shit.
Game number 2.
So cringe,
cross-map shots connecting. Morgan able to steal away the overshield, and before Krillsy knows what happens, he gets back.
I don't even
turns it into a double.
I don't even think it's that classy. I think people are just shameless these days.
B because of that.
Like I don't think they're doing it
so
like thinking that they're not being obvious. I think they're doing it obviously
winning an individual fight, and while Nathan had 4 shots
because they're trying to troll or trying to get the attention of like pros or trying to get people to tweet their name out
2 members for
and shit.
Chimpanzees, and this is not where you want to be. Luckily, they dodged those grenades, but it looks like the rest of Revenge are starting to push up.
I gotta figure it's all for attention, bro.
Are down to the respawn
like, you are not good enough or notable enough for me to know who you are by not doing that shit.
Start for Revenge, but
you gotta cheat in order for people to notice your shit.
I love this from Revenge. Look
That's
how
my
they
theory.
immediately put their resources towards tower, realizing that hey, they're gonna have players that are kind of trying
I don't know, bro. If you cheat, you're a fucking weirdo.
3 players over, we'll flank the tower player, and then we'll have the better position to play.
I don't care what it is.
Sniper rifle. AC control might not be the most conventional, but you can absolutely use it as a launching pad to find more damage on the map. And so far, that break has came at a.
That's just my theory, Classy.
Time. Not only are they getting kill after kill and starting to score,
I can't get inside that headspace.
Potential trip cap if all things go right.
Sounded like you weren't too much of a fan of C and A, but they move right into Bravo, forcing Chimpanzees onto the Alpha
Stop
side.
YYing! Oh my god!
36 good points be put on the board for Chimpanzees. Revenge, they bounce back, they get their revenge, if you
Bro,
will.
that's what I'm saying, Classy.
Kruvu having
You must not have gotten
another
any
run
attention from your
with the
parents, bro.
S7.
He said that's why I cheat. Facts. Me too.
On an axle right here.
I'm actually just
Needs to
projecting right
ensure
now.
he can go back to where he needs to on that swivel, able to get to C. Finds
They
the
just forget
defender.
about
The
OS?
sniper so
What was that
important
about?
to hit some shots, and sometimes it's just gonna go astray. Not able to get that kill. Chimpanzees are under
Oh!
right now from Revenge, but these kills are gonna go in their favor, and it looks like they're gonna be able to maybe capture some home
Facts,
bases
Plasma.
relatively soon.
I feel like sometimes the trip cap not only devastating in the score, but also to the mental. Like, you got to work so hard just to capture one base, then fight your way out of it. Sometimes it can be tough, but looks like Chimpanzees were ready for it because they turned that trip cap into a double cap. This one for
Oh,
them.
he's getting
Kruvu
peeled.
trying to make his way over toward the Charlie side, but with that player sitting up high, that elevation onto tower, making it so tough. So he finds another route, finds himself
Facts,
a heat
Fuzzy.
wave, finds a couple of kills onto Chimpanzees, and my gosh, Kruvu going off.
Yeah, Kruvu did his best, unfortunately for
Fucking
him.
facts,
his
brother.
teammates just weren't able to keep up, and it's gonna be up to Krillsy to wait for his teammates.
Yeah, that's actually
spawn
why
and
I
try
took
to
a break,
find
is I was
another
actually like
avenue
installing.
in which they can attack.
Actually, yeah, no, I was installing
Easy shot
walls
for
and shit while I
Krillsy.
was gone. I actually wasn't traveling.
He turns that into the back green side, gonna be so
I was
tough
downloading
for
all the
anybody
cheats.
to deal with him, and he's going right after Bravo. Once they get that,
So when I come
numbers,
back
it's
and all of a
no
sudden I'm the
timing
number
loss
1 ranked
whatsoever
matchmaking
for
player in the
Revenge.
world,
Flipping B
then I
almost
dropped a
immediately,
fucking
already have
0.5
165
at Salt Lake.
points and
You're gonna know
growing
why.
for Team Revenge.
You heard it here first.
Shots down, Kruvu. Sword up high. Oh, dude, I thought that blueberry was gonna stick, baby. Oh man, I love to see the attempt, and you can see Chimpanzees. They have that high ground over at C, but they don't have any
Downing walls?
presence
Downing walls?
towards the hill
Swear
that
to
they're
God.
trying to get towards, which is B, right? You want to try to funnel your players in. Unfortunately, it feels like they're being a little bit stagnant over at C, and by
Swear
the
to
time
God.
they move, they already have shots in them. Kruvu doing a great job to push back and ensure that there's no one behind them at A, or that they're flipping out this spawn. And although they don't have the power position for overshield quite yet, they should have enough time to try to attack and get this power weapon.
Oh,
away.
no.
They do just that. Morgan not able to get the super combine, and Krillsy
yoinked
just
his
making
shit.
huge plays for his team.
Overshield snatched up for Krills. He turns it into a double kill and chases away a half shields player. Nathan wants to get involved, but does he know that Krillsy still has that overshield and he's going to be taking Alpha seemingly by himself?
Oh,
Morgan
Takiko with the
does
prime
go
18
right
months.
after
Yo,
Kruvo.
Takiko,
Krillsy
welcome
finds
back,
a
my
kill
brother.
onto
Oh,
Enzo, but
we'll be.
Enzo
Oh, he
going
still
a
got
bit
him.
for a swim as he's
Yo, Takiko with the
falling,
prime
gets the
18
kill
months.
onto
Much
one
much
for the
respect
Chimpanzees.
as
3
always.
down,
Welcome
but
back, my
is
brother.
enough
It is
for
good to
Revenge
see you in
to
the
take
chat.
Bravo back.
Thank you very
So
much for the
far, just
resub.
a cleaner
We appreciate you.
macro game through and through from Revenge.
What's good, brother?
Getting
How we
quicker
doing?
on the rotations,
I'm playing
their
tonight?
players
Yeah, probably.
understand their roles just a bit better.
Probably
They're
play
just
here in a little bit.
just that step faster.
Depends on.
and
I
that's
got a
allowed
couple
them to get the
YouTube
power
videos I want to
weapons have
watch.
the better positions
And then
to
obviously,
have
like,
such
I
a
didn't even
demanding
actually know this
game
was
in
going on
game.
today, so I was just gonna hop on and play. But turns out we have
24 to
the.
74 lead,
This is like the Salt Lake, like the pre-qualifier. I think this is the qualifier for the qualifier.
Trying to push up over
If I'm
to
not
the Charlie
mistaken.
side, but they are dealt with.
Whoa!
Coming out of Kruvo, this man is fearless.
My man hit the
Quickly
serpentine. That was crazy.
Going back into the hands of Revenge and Kruvu.
Oh, we doing
I think
well,
he wants to
Takika.
get
We doing
aggressive on
well.
these spawners and try
We
to
are
make
chilling
sure
this
that there's
shit.
at least some damage output.
Watching
before
a
they
little
even try
Halo,
to
hitting a
contest
little
for
Pine
B, and
Park.
It's not just going to be damage. It's going to be kills and it's going to be a dagger of a trip cap that he's going for.
And yeah, we'll probably
Kruvu
hop on in a
gonna
little
win
bit.
this game for his team at the very end. There's just nothing that Chimpanzees can do.
Yeah, I mean, sadly,
will,
Chimpanzees
we'll
were
probably
just
play
losing
some.
those individual gunfights, even the team
Also
fights.
might need some
and
food.
like you said,
We'll
even
see.
when they ultimately were winning some of those fights, Revenge were just out-rotating them. And it's really tough to deal with when you're getting slayed out. The moment things start to go your way and the enemy team is gone, nowhere to be found, they out-rotate you, take over a perimeter side of the map, and then get right back to full shields, right back to full health, and put it back on you. I think, like you said, it was a masterfully played macro by Revenge on Strongholds, really putting on a bit of a clinic.
And so far, I mean, both the objective games have been that way, where Chimpanzees just haven't seemed to get close to the game. You have to find a way to sneak out an objective win on this recharge oddball if you're going to take your series a little bit further this time around.
It's a 2-1 lead.
I did actually hop on for, I played like 2 or 3 games last night. Hopped on for a few minutes of the squad battle shit, like the classic VTB. That's pretty fun.
This could be a 3-1 as they advance forward. This is your HCS times SSG times LVT pre-qualifier top 4 advance, and there's only 2 more spots here with the elimination bracket.
Oh man, recharge oddball. I wonder if we.
Yeah, so I think I was correct. I think this is the qualifier for like the main. Yeah. Okay, so see bottom left, pre-qualifier, top 4 advance to the SSG qualifier. So this is all the AMs that are trying to qualify for the pro qualifier, which is going to be for the actual LAN.
We have had word that the fix is on the way. It should be ready before Salt Lake, so that won't be a problem in the future, but. Right now, the observer might freak out on us, Tony.
Yeah, I was actually quickly looking to see if like, maybe anyone was streaming. I saw Eli, and I was like, oh, the ninja, not Eli. So, not sure if anybody's going to be streaming this. So, either way, maybe we might get lucky, you know? We haven't got the chance to cast any recharge. Maybe recharge, maybe it needed us.
Yeah, that'd be so funny if it was like the map was just like picking who it liked and who it didn't like. All I'm gonna say is I think at Arlington we got pretty lucky on our recharges. We had crashes, but the backup never crashed. I think we only had 1 game
all
where
right,
it was like
let's see it, bro.
Crash. No backup, no nothing. So hey, you know, maybe we get lucky.
All right, well, waiting, this is game number 4. This is Revenge's opportunity to end it right here, right now. The last thing you want to do is give Chimpanzee any leeway and get them into a game 5 and give them any glimmer of hope. You got to treat this game 4 as if it's do or die, and it's going to be oddball here on Recharge.
Yeah, and I love. Look at the little things that we change with the broadcast every couple. Look at this new little intro we got, Tony. 100 points to win, best of 3, oddball, little animation going. Hey, bro, that just looks so clean, bro. I love the upgrades that we've been making to the broadcast. But here we go, game number 4, potentially the series if Revenge can win this game. Chimpanzee is trying to force themselves into another Slayer.
Nathan, for you taking down 1, and that's going to be big for them as they move up for the camouflage.
We love Tony here.
And of course, that shock rifle can be
work since
so deadly.
As
I say that,
damn, bro.
Signet trades out his life with Krillzy. Cross map
hey,
shots for Nathan. Does enough damage to put
bro.
that player down to 1 shot,
I mean, hopefully,
but
anyway.
can't quite find the kill. And Revenge putting some good time off the bat to start things off.
Yeah, keeping that ball in between players, right? You almost want to treat it like a sandwich, right? You are the meat of the sandwich whenever you have the ball. Ensure that there's players to your left and right, and that you're able to drop that ball and help in gunfights when it's needed. And then you can try to feel out where the slays are coming from, where the pressure is on the map, and it's your job.
All right, hang on. I gotta hit this pine park real quick. I'll be right back.
Right? If you feel the pressure coming from C, you like try to rotate towards A. And etc. Or you can go the opposite route, or if you feel pressure coming from one side but you think you're winning it, you can try to force the ball towards that position and get your BR in that fight to clean wipe, and then from there get more ball time.
Chimpanzees earlier would momentarily 3 down, and Revenge were putting some good time on the 42-0 run for Revenge, and something tells me they were going to continue to add to it, but sadly, weren't able to stay in there. I guess we're not as lucky as we thought, Garrett.
Nah, not as lucky as we thought. You know, we'll try our we'll try our best to see if there's some sort of route for us to get in once again. But you know, sometimes things don't work out. Recharge oddball, you know, it's a lot
true,
to count on
Classy.
nothing to work for a long time.
It's true. You've just discovered something deeply personal about me.
I mean, no matter what, even if whether we go to a break or whatever it is, I'm sure we're gonna
be in there like
some updates. We're gonna try to find as much information as possible. I'm gonna be looking through, trying to find some streams, trying to find any information possible, and we'll definitely keep you guys updated. But so far, we
Tony's
know
going federal row.
42-0 start for Revenge. They were winning.
You about to find some footage.
The Slays battle, and
if he can't find some, he gonna make some.
Going towards them, I would not be surprised if they ended up
maybe eating ass.
Yeah,
What's
I
up?
wouldn't be surprised either. I'm sure round 1
what happened?
will go to them. We're gonna go to a quick break while we try to find some other options.
It's not like I've been telling the world for like 9 years. It's all good though. And now they're going to a break. I'm so mad. All right, yo, chat, do we wait out the break or do we go watch a YouTube video? What's the move? Because I'm definitely still trying to chill for a minute, hit this Pine Park. Need to do stream highlights? Well, I need to stream and get some highlights first. I probably should have enough clips for the next one, to be honest. Like, I honestly just need to sit down and make it. I think my last one, though, is like one of my best, if not like my best stream highlights, I think. Also, this music kind of goes crazy. I'm actually kind of vibing to this. Hang on, bro. Why is this going so crazy? Hang on, I'm just gonna hit the Pine Park. We're gonna bump this shit, bro. I'm like actually vibing. This is one of the better ones. Hey, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. No, so it wasn't one of the best in terms of like it didn't have all the funny clips or like the iconic quotes or like any of the CX shit. There was a little bit of that, but it was one of the better ones in terms of like montage clips. Like I don't know, there was a lot of really good plays. There was all the clips of us playing on main stage from Charlotte. So it was just kind of like the definitive, like, that was a really good stream highlights video. But yeah, it wasn't my personal favorite because, yeah, there wasn't all the, you know, the screaming and the CX funny moments and like the stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the shit we all really love, you know what I'm saying? Hurry up, chat. Hey, happy that it's happened, not sad that it's over, Classy. That's what it's all about. And you know what? We got all that dope shit to look back on. That's why I turned them all into videos and put them all on YouTube. We can go watch that shit literally anytime. Pretty OP, actually. Alright, bro, what the fuck are we listening to now? I mean, fair enough, Classy. Yeah, it's pretty busted to, like, at any point, we can go back and look at, like, my best of Halo 5 video, and there's, like, a pretty definitive account, like a fucking movie, basically, of our time with that game. That's why we always try to make ever since, I think 2017 was the first year I did it. But that's why I do the, like, best of videos at the end of every year. Is because at any point, bro, I can go back and look at all, I can watch an entire movie of my year in 2017 and 2018 and 2019, like, whatever, right? Pretty OP. Okay. Executive decision. We're gonna go watch a video. We've been sitting here for a minute. Speaking of Tony, let's watch Tony's new video. Maybe not all of it because it's 18 minutes, but let's definitely peep it.
Roster mania has gone completely insane. I'm gonna walk you through every bit of it.
Thanks, Tony. Appreciate that, bro. Why don't we have daily challenges anymore? I don't know, bro. I ain't the person to ask.
So with the SSG Global Invitational right around the corner, you already know we're going to have.
I wish we had daily challenges, bro.
Up to the actual event, and of course the pre-qualifier to find.
I'm just
out
glad we
who's
finally
gonna
have progression. You know what I'm
making
saying?
it and ultimately make it into that pool play. So we're going to talk about it just a little bit real quick here. The top 2 NA
You have you have double XP boosts, Plasma? Because like the best way to do it is, you know how you get like a bonus for your like first game on of the day. You get on every single day and pop a double XP boost. Even if you don't have any challenges left, your first 3 or 4 games of the day, since you get that bonus, if you have double XP, are gonna be like crazy XP. So you're gonna like fly through the battle pass if you just do it that way.
EU team, 1 Mexican and 1 Australian team will qualify for a pool play spot in the HCS SSG Invitational
Progression is
to
nice.
join the
I
top
do
teams
appreciate
that are
that. I'm glad that's
going
finally
in.
in the game.
Mind you, with this tournament that's going to be happening literally just tomorrow, or if you watch it tomorrow, I guess today, July 16th, the top 12 teams from North America are going to automatically be pushed in based on points. And with that system, it's obviously created an opportunity for a bunch of teams to maybe try to formulate the best possible team, the best team possible, not based on chemistry or skill set or anything like that, but maybe in some cases based on just pure points to get you into the top 12 ultimately of North America, so that you can qualify for this event. So that's going to kind of walk us into a lot of the roster made that's been happening recently, including including the return of Monster. Actually, kind of like what we see here. Now, mind you, Monster has a ton of points, and sadly, we didn't ultimately see him on a roster going into Arlington, whether it was the open bracket or even championship bracket. Now, I heard that he actually decided he wanted to take a little bit of a step back.
I have not. Like, I keep talking about wanting to do it, and
that has been going on, you know, late last year, and ultimately early this year. He wanted to take a quick step back, and it looks like he's ready to come in because
probably just traveling to enjoy. But I don't know. I would like to vlog again, bro.
And Squall,
I'm not gonna say I will,
making the team
because I've said that the past like 3 tournaments, and I didn't do it.
I haven't done the math as far as
I would love to,
wise, but I could imagine this is a ton
I suck at like, I'm so bad at pulling up the camera.
They might have a possibility of doing just that. I mean, I could only imagine that going into
I just be chilling, bro, and
they'll 100% be a top team going in.
No, I definitely, I think I should,
would
bro.
give you an easier bracket.
I'm gonna
try
my damnedest to vlog either Salt Lake or
join the next 12. So no matter what, whether it's getting into the top 12 automatically based on points or getting the best seeding possible to try to make it into the top 2 during the online qualifier, this team is going to come in with a ton of points. And I know a lot of you guys are probably sitting there, hey Tony, I thought Tony Two-Shirt was on there. What happened? All right, well, shut up. We'll talk about it.
What the fuck?
Yes, you are right. At one point, Tony Two-Shirt was on this head down roster, and like it felt like literally for maybe 10 minutes, and then Tony Two-Shirt tweets out, "Free agent for the qualifier." Like I swear, listen, what we literally saw. We literally saw this come out 18 hours ago. And then what's seeming like almost like right afterwards, we see Tony Two-Shirt, 6:23 p.m. Eastern, yesterday tweet out, free agent for the qualifier, couldn't join the dark side, whatever that means. Let you guys figure that out. But it says couldn't join the dark side, and ultimately, I guess, decides to go a different route. We'll talk about exactly where Tony Two-Shirt lands a little bit later on, but the actual team that's going to be going in under head down, what it looks like, unless they change before tomorrow, is Monster, Breaking Shot, Jazero, and Squall. And don't worry, guys, that's not the only craziness that's going in, because there was plenty more, including
I was seeing this too.
Native Red might have found their permanent 4th going into the rest of the season. Now, we do remember that Bohm filled in back at Dallas, and they had an amazing event, even able to replicate that top 4 finish that Native Red are known so much for doing so. At Arlington,
Darkside, yeah, because everybody thinks Monster cheats online.
Didn't have the same results they were ultimately looking for.
So Tony was saying like he was going to join them like for the points and shit.
Them to try to make a little bit of a
but
change.
Then it didn't work out. So
as we know,
around,
Drug
like,
still hasn't been able to find a way to get the whole visa situation figured out. He ultimately was dropped from that Native roster, and it looks like Suppressed, who was competing on the Complexity. By the way, Complexity did phenomenal. Suppressed going to be coming out under Native Red, and you already know, love me some Suppressed action from back when he was with that little bit of time with SSG last year. I was saying Suppressed is the real deal, and I was excited to see him on Complexity earlier in the year. And then eventually G1 gave him an opportunity to join alongside Boo Boo Doo and Falcated. That was really cool, but ultimately didn't last too long. Eventually Suppressed finds himself onto Complexity, proving himself once again, and now with this Native Red squad, which I think out of all the teams that he's bounced around to, this is going to be the best.
Played against Talik in the first round of Orlando, and he ruined my weekend.
Dealers. They have phenomenal shots. They're going to put in that work. Soul Snipe and Manny being the X factors that they are, the objective players, the unselfish players that they are, with that pop-off mentality. This Native Red squad definitely fits Suppressed better than the other teams that he's bounced on, and I'm really happy that he's continuing to get opportunities because he is a future star in the league. I keep telling y'all don't want to believe it. I promise you, watch Suppressed's point of view, watch that center reticle, watch the damage that he puts down on the map. I promise you, you're going to be really surprised what Native Red are going to be able to do going forward, and that includes
we keep it all in game.
At the Global Invitational in Utah. I'm really excited to see Suppressed and Native Red. Did I sound excited? Okay. I hope I sounded excited right there.
All right, let's check on the stream. Let's see if we back. Are we back? We are not back.
Now going into ultimately the spot that was left emptied by on the Complexity roster. Obviously Suppressed going over to Native Red. They have to fill in his roster spot, Tusk, Gilkey, and King Nick, which again, great job at Arlington. I want to make sure that Complexity gets their
about that fucking
gets
team,
their flowers, because there's been a lot of craziness that's been surrounding this team for too long, and once Cycle and Collect got stolen from this roster, I was like, whoa, how are Complexity going to be able to bounce back? And then they come in with that Gilkey, King Nick, and Suppressed roster. Okay, cool. I hope it works. We had very little time to practice and to kind of get the team together. Eventually, they did find a way to do it. They did find a way to have a successful run at Arlington, and now they're going to try to do it again with Carmea, who was competing under Incognito. It was him, Suspector, Sab, and the boys. They didn't have the exact run that we wanted to see them have ultimately in open bracket. They were definitely one of the teams that I thought that were going to make it out easily, even through the winner's side of open bracket. Just like I said, didn't have the success that we expected out of that Incognito roster. So you have Carmea that was taken over to Complexity. We'll talk about what happened with Suspector and the rest of the team a little bit later on. But I think Carmea is going to fill in really well with Suppressed. When I think of Carmea, I think of a player that plays on a much higher sensitivity than Suppressed. But I think of the both as main damage dealers. I think of both of players that know how to play their life, especially Carmea. Carmea is a slippery sucker when he is on the map. So it's really going to be interesting seeing Carmea competing with Complexity, and hopefully they can have a similar vibe as ultimately what they had in Arlington. And speaking of major changes that are going in, G1 ultimately having to go a little bit of a different route, was competing with Husk Precision, Swish,
on
and
that
Neurotical.
N64
and
months.
actually been their squad for quite some time. They've
Brandon, welcome back.
More
the N64 months.
Actually changed players
much
on
back.
the roster,
Hey,
from Avengers to Hive, and then eventually G1. And it looks like
Appreciate you, brother.
is going to be filling in the fourth spot for that roster. Spectre also previously competing under the G1 banner late last year, and a lot of people wondering what does that mean for Neurotical, and it actually looks like Neurotical is electing to take a little bit of a break from competing. He goes into not exactly details, but just opens up a little bit about that. He's been, over the past 3 years, there's been some stuff going on in his life that's been a little bit tough, and he's never had the chance to like sit back and just recover and be able to you know, get over some of those things. You know, it's been head down, going in, competing, and diving in, full, you know, 100% into competing, that he feels like maybe he needs to take a step back and reevaluate things, and hopefully that means Neurotical ultimately comes back, maybe gets over, you know, what's been bothering him. You know, stress is serious, you know, and you got to make sure that you take care of your mental health, and that's always going to come first. So definitely wishing Neurotical the best, and hopefully we'll ultimately see him soon. But no matter what, wishing him success on anything he ultimately gets himself into. He's a great dude. I talk about it all the time. There's players that I generally root for that are not only great players but also just great people, and Neurotical is definitely one of those people, that a great competitor and also a great person. So we wish the best for Neurotical going forward. But again, that leads to Spectre ultimately filling in his spot, and I will say, hopefully this gets G1 back to where they need to be. I think G1 are a great roster. I think, you know, back when they were going by Avengers and Hyde, they're really flying under the radar. But like I said multiple times, when you play under G1, the spotlight is on you. One of the owners is a former NFL player. You know, their content is top notch. Like, you can't hide when you're under that G1 banner. So
no longer is
going to be that, you know, that team that's underrated. Fuck? Now it's going to be, I said it before, it's going to be the team that's taking the place of Boo Boo Dubu and Falcated. Mind you, that duo just got top 4 in the Sentinels literally just last land. So the pressure is even more on. I don't think G1 have to get top 4 in order to be considered successful, but they have to be competing for top 8. They have to be competing for top 6. They have to be competitive with the rest of the league, and I know that they are just that. So good luck to G1 going forward, and really happy that Spectre is once again getting his shot. Again, part of that incognito roster that was captained by Carbmea. Spectre coming back.
Okay, let's check one more time. Holy shit, we're back.
A name for yourself, and with Greasers, they steal away that overshield.
Back in here.
Drunk getting shredded, though, down to absolute one-shot. Drunk is gonna have to try to milk his life. Luckily, he has the help from Tremor. Backsmack onto Eli Lee. Now that he's full shield, gonna bounce right back in. A well-placed grenade into the Shroud. Finally, Drunk ends up being shut down, but clearly the damage has been done.
Look how much hill time that Greasers were able to get during this time. Krillsy, though, perfect utility usage from him. The new combo, not as powerful as it was in the previous iterations of Halo Infinite, but it's getting the job done. Perfect usage from Krillsy thus far.
Yeah, let's be honest, that thing's been nerfed to the ground. I'm just rapid firing at this point. Even that sometimes ain't gonna do the trick, but clearly the heat wave will. A couple members of Revenge holding off the A side, but as I say that, they end up going 3 down. The Greasers are coming in. Watch your nades, Lido. Team is curb sliding into the action.
Well, the Greasers, looks like they are going to be able to finish off this hill. One more push to deal with, and so far they've done an effective job. 2 that go down. The rest of Revenge are just going to give that hill away and work on this next rotation. And honestly, really strong.
I haven't had a whole lot of success otherwise, Classy.
Greasers, and I love the quick attitude.
I can't charge that shit no more.
Decisive
how did nade still kill it?
That we saw from Greasers after that hill. Go immediately towards tower, work on that flank, win those gunfights, get the hill, and Revenge, they keep seeing the respawn screen.
Still a 2-1 game lead here for Revenge, but it's Greasers that are already, what, about 30% done with the progression of this hill, and it looks like they get right back in and putting even more points on the board. And I'm pretty sure I saw an overshield coming up. Lido chasing down Kruvo, goes in for the challenge, does a decent amount of damage onto Realize, enough to slow him down, and just like that, Greasers, 80% done. You are so close to tying the game up.
You making some big plays. You saw a little 360 flick around, able to get that double kill, but what's most important, but able to repulse up, get the sniper, and get it into the power position. Greasers is very close to getting this hill. It's going to be up to Realize G to hit some shots to prevent a push, but he'll be the first one to go down, and this is going to be a real opportunity for Greasers to try to finish off this hill with the sniper moving hands.
And not only does Realize end up going down, but that sniper will change hands onto Drunk. Eli Leach there's no way he's popping his head. He's like, no, I'm taking all this hill time. I'm not going to take any damage whatsoever. That's until Tremor actually gets an off-angle push over toward the sandbag side. Too quickly going down for Greasers, so not at a numbers advantage. And Revenge steals it away, but Drunk with the no-scope blind fire through the Shroud. You know I love that.
Yeah, it's a great play, you know, a little bit of a highlight to get that kill, but at the end of the day, you have to contest for that hill. There's still a chance that your team can get there, try to engage in the 1v1 fight and prevent that one from going. You're so close to getting the capture, and Revenge, well, not only do they get the capture, they're well set up for that next hill, and Greasers are going to have a struggle to get through it and find this contest, especially with Realize G sniffing out this underneath flank so quickly.
Drunk, don't you listen to Tools. He doesn't know
with that fourth hill.
Yeah, if you can control the tower and A side of the map and spawn trap your enemy team over towards green, that is tough. And looks like it's exactly what Revenge are looking to do. And with that overshield, Eli Lee, make sure the C side is well controlled until the back smack comes in. Didn't account. I did a video about that. I called it windowing, where you like peek out of the Shroud just a bit, like they can see your gun, but you can see a little bit more of them. I called it windowing the Shroud.
You don't get auto aim, do you?
Nah,
right,
but
you know,
are we back? Get good, bro. What do you mean get good?
With the sniper, it doesn't really matter. But with the BR,
are we back now?
Shots when you're windowing out of a Shroud.
You back? Okay,
Get your shots, bro. Wait, you're telling me you've been playing this? You played video games for over a decade to miss
that
shots,
time
bro?
it was me.
Missing
that
shots?
time it was my shit that dropped.
One of the biggest
my shit dropped and then it came back and then it dropped again.
Mouse and keyboard player, and I'll Shroud screen out.
Hopefully it's all right.
Survive route, right?
Do we look okay? Do we sound okay?
This makes no difference. It's like I'm just gonna keep shooting you, and you just get killed right through the shot screen. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, no auto aim to break, huh?
At this point, mouse and keyboard are wishing they spawned with a Shroud. Like they won one in every engagement at this point.
They spawn with a Shroud. I'm spawning with a thrust. You know what I'm saying, bro? They ain't got a shot.
Game number 2 is gonna be streets. I say it all the time. You looking for a fight? You gotta take it to the streets. And that ramen looks so good. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I'm so hungry. That ramen looks too good.
For the first time, we're seeing what the streets have to offer.
Burgers?
Oh yeah, so you got ramen that's in the bottom mid, right? Yeah, we don't talk. We don't control that spot. You know what I'm saying? New Mombasa, we ain't messing with the popo over there. Let's see, over here we got this is the station, right? You can go catch your subway, whatever it is back here. What Nairobi? All right, well, enough sightseeing for now. We're gonna get back into the game. Revenge looking to go up 2-0 in this series. The Slayer is looking like it will be theirs for go down. I think that's what we call a perfect start, Tony.
Yeah, 4-0 start coming in for Revenge, and more importantly, you get to influence those spawns over toward the back A exactly where you want Greasers, and Realize he almost perfectly put that rocket in between two players to do damage, but didn't exactly get his math right on that one. Ends up being a wasted one at that. Kruvu follows it up by taking down.
I want some burgers,
goes back in with the Stalker rifle. Down to one shot he goes, but Kruvu starting to heat up already.
And there's always a philosophy of how you should take fights in Halo, right? And, you know, if there's a player weak, you can be a little bit more aggressive on those challenges. But sometimes it just doesn't matter what you do. The player's just going to hit something nasty. And Kruvu, well, he's done that time and time again. And he is just on an absolute rampage to start this game. 6-1, and really showing how much of an impact he can have early in the game.
13-5 start coming in for Revenge. Take out your pens and pads and take some notes, because once again we are seeing Revenge put on a clinic, this time for Streets Slayer. But I will say 2 members of Greasers over to the purple side and 2 onto PD. That's a big 2-2 split coming out of them, but realizing Crew will answer right back. A stick and a bulldog will slow you down quickly.
Yeah, 2-2 splits are powerful, but they're fragile, right? And that's what
I know. I'm impressed with this Kruvu
kid,
don't go
their way, and it, well,
I mean, he's 8-1 right now.
Because once you lose one player, no matter the position, the other one's isolated, and it makes it so much easier to collapse. That's why you see a lot of 3-1 pushes in Halo Infinite. And so far, what we're seeing from Revenge is they've done an effective job at ensuring that the third player is always available to help the duo that's pushing, and it's come at a big kill swing early in this game, doubling up, more than doubling up on this score range, and the power weapons have just kept falling into the hands of this Revenge team.
Kruger might have put himself in between a rock and a hard place, but somehow stays alive. It looks like his teammate realized, has his back, takes down Drunk. Tremor goes down as well, and the spawners are being punished. You see multiple members of Revenge flooding in over towards the PD. Stop snitching. We know it. Hey, look, we know it's a slaughter. You don't gotta be going to the PD side and letting everybody know. 31-12 start. Revenge are really on one.
I mean, they're just having freedom on the map, right? Able to push with no real opposition, and because of their ability to control the power weapons, it just magnifies that effect. When you're pushing forward and you have guns like the Bulldog and the Stalker rifle, it just ensures that you're taking fights earlier and that you're going to have the advantage in those fights. That's how you see a game swing out of control so early on.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't exactly have a horse in the race, but Jali was on Goose Watch. Really happy he put his first on the board over toward the seaside. They definitely don't want to see a goose this late in the broadcast.
No,
so big kill for him. 36-16. Is that a 20? It looks like a 20 kill lead for Revenge as Lido takes down one. Elite goes right back in, and no matter where creatures are spawning, Revenge are able to identify it so quickly, collapse right in there. This is a slaughter.
Yeah, it's tough when you're in this position for Greasers, because when you're down by this much, the other team, they don't really have to worry about playing right. You know, they can just keep pushing forward.
He's not close.
Keep trying to put that pressure on, and that's what we're seeing from Revenge, right? The kills have slowed down quite a bit, or at least the pacing of the kills have, but you're seeing that Greasers are still constantly on their back foot. That's because Revenge don't really have to care if they get punished a couple of times. They're going to just try to push on this advantage over and over again and keep control of the power weapons.
That's one of the reasons why in ranked matchmaking, sometimes I wish we had like a forfeit button. Like, okay, well, you know what? We're down by 20 kills here. They only need 4 or 5 more. Everybody hold X. Everybody hold X. We're going back to the lobby.
Come on, you think Super CC and Onboard gave up when they were down, what was it, 35-46? You think they gave up then? You think I'm giving up when it's 47-24?
35-46?
Do you believe? No. Come on, baby.
I don't. Oh, hold on.
Greasers. Hey, baby, Greasers are on their run.
Oh, my gosh. Wouldn't that be the greatest comeback in HCS history?
Yeah, we're calling it right now. We're calling it right now. Tony said it. Tony said it. I heard him right before he said, dude, this is going to be the greatest comeback you're ever going to see. I know that Greasers can pull it on. Greasers, Tony he basically said this will happen, and it's happening, Tony. Look at that. They're about to get steak off the menu. It's not only going to not be a steak dinner, it's not going to be a win for Revenge. Tony's horse, their dark horse, it's still making it through. It's not over yet. Restart it. We're going to 60. This game's not over.
We're going to 60. Big team battle, baby. Get 4 more.
Yeah, how's it going to be if it was like, all right, we're going to make the Slayer 60, but if we lose after we restart it to go to 60, like, you get game 3 as well. And then if you win...
The hell are we talking about, dude?
So, like, okay, here's my thought process. Let's say you lose like 50 to 48. You're like, I want to you get 1 per tournament. You're like, let's make it to 60. And then if you lose that, you lose game 3 as well. Like, it's an instant loss. It's a forfeit for game 3. But if you win, then you get the game 2 victory, and then you're tied 1-1 when you go into game 3.
Game number 3 gonna be capturing the flag on Imperium.
You can't shut me down like that, bro.
3 caps to take the win.
I'm revolutionizing the HCS.
2 snipers, a rocket, and an overshooter. Both
This
these teams
guy's
will be
an
fighting
idiot,
for. But
bro.
don't forget about the rest of the utility. You got a few assault rifles, best gun in the game. A little bit of plasma.
What the hell?
Bit of repulse action in case the enemy gets that rocket. You can return it to sender. There is so much on the sandbox here on this pit remake.
My chat was
will
tweaking.
It be the final time we see Greasers, which we haven't seen them since the 1950s. Will it be the final time we see them here in 2023?
Men fear innovation. When the automobile came out, we had horses. Now, when I try to change the fabric of the HCS, we go into game 3. Oh, like I said, that things could have been for better, but Revenge, they're not stopping anytime soon. The rocket's going to come out, and it's going to hit both of these players. Both are one shot, and Kruvu's on the hunt.
Hit that shit on the beat drop too. That was funny.
First flag will be on board.
All right, chat.
Quick 4 down for Greaser.
Chat. I am. Oh my God, they already capped. This series is literally about to be over. I was gonna say, bro. I am starving. I have to go heat up some food, so I'm gonna be right back in like 5 minutes. But yeah, this shit might literally be over.
Will follow, so a 1-0 start for Revenge,
by that
but
point.
that could have been 2-0 if they played their cards right.
So far, this flag out in an open position.
All right, Charles, give me like 5-10 minutes. I'll be right back.
Find some room to move on, alleviating pressure for the first time in this game, really. And well, the sniper in a power position of sword room, but really what you want is you want to get one of these players to get forward and try to start putting some pressure into that back base. So far, it's a fight at the 50-yard line, but I think if you force the fights at the mid lane, it's never going to work out in the favor of the Greasers. They need to get a little bit risky, risk it for the biscuit.
Live to the final player live here for Greaser, trying to hold on to the sword side with this sniper. The body shot will connect with the S7 and finishes Krillzy off quickly. Meanwhile, off screen, Tremor taking down Realize, and this might be the exact opportunity that Greasers are looking for. They need to get aggressive with this.
Hey, bro, he hit it like that. No, he hit it like that. No. Yeah, I love it when a player starts to feel his own that sniper. Oh my, hitting some good shots. 5-3 to start this game. Unfortunately, he goes down, and well, the rest of the Greasers, they're gonna start to feel pressure. Realize G and Revenge have taken control of the long haul side, and they're looking for an opportunity to pull their flag of choice.
Long range shots connecting here for Realize. Kruvo goes in for the challenge early onto Jolly. That's 3 down for Greasers. You have to address the overextenders that are spawning up quickly because the flag is on the move. 2 players trying to go up to the tower side, and 2 players get knocked all the way back down to courtyard, and Realize gonna make sure they continue to spawn in a non-advantageous position right as that flag is moving. Perfect teamwork is coming out here for Revenge, and that's gonna be a 2-0 start for the boys in red.
Greasers, I think they need to take a little bit of a lesson for some other Greasers in the world and start watching some anime, some Jujutsu Kaisen, you know what I'm saying? Get some expansion on the map, some domain expansion. Ensure that you have players in every lane. So far, they've really just given up the long haul side over and over again, and they've been punished for it over again because of how free the movement is for Revenge to go in from the power lane.
Easier said than done when Revenge are sitting there and winning every single one of these fights. Greasers can't take any space on the map. They're not on the map at all, as Tremor looks like they're going to try to get behind Krillzy with this sniper. That drop will going to be really annoying for him, but looks like Drunk and Jolly end up collapsing, clearing out their base. That return should be coming in soon. Eli Elite now just going to conceal his presence, maybe get a little bit of a flank off because there's still 3 members of Revenge stuck on their side. There it is.
look at that flank, man. Just that's about perfectly timed from Eli Elite. And not only is he going to get rewarded with the sniper, he's also going to have the ability to pull this flag. His teammates already in the position to block the lanes that are needed. In fact, I'd almost be like, hey, go home, guys. Let's work on the overextenders because this flag will be coming home. There's just nothing you can really do from Greasers. They're 2 down. And look at this, already trying to get the pressure on. Ooh, come on, hit the snipe, bro. Hit the snipe. Oh, dude, that was almost a highlight play to finish it. But really a systematic win from Revenge, the way that they approached attacking that flag. Greasers putting a little bit too much emphasis on that sword-based side, gave up that long haul over and over again, and well, once they got that control, Revenge would pull out that flag, they'd have the spawns that they'd want, pull it back home, and there really wasn't much contention on the way back.
Oh, that's going to be a 3-0 sweep coming out of Revenge. We followed them throughout their last 2 series, and they're seemingly getting better and better. Greasers, you came in hot, and at times you did look good. I keep thinking back to that live fire A-side hill, and then once they got to that clean 4 down against Revenge, even though things were looking quite bleak for them, there were moments where Greasers did end up looking good, but let's be honest, appearing capture the flag, that was a pretty dominant performance for Revenge. They're going to advance forward, and now they're just 1 step closer for qualifying for the qualifier to make it into the SSG Global Invitational,
which will then qualify them for a potential pool play spot at Fort Worth, which will then qualify them
for Worlds, which will then qualify them for next year, Season 3.
Which will then qualify them for a historic spot in Halo history, you know what I'm saying? Like champions. All right, we'll be back.
A lot
of qualifying happening. We'll be back after this quick break. We'll have Let Them Cook versus Revenge in our qualifying match.
Alright, Chad, we're back. Jesus. Sorry about that, y'all. Just heating up some pasta downstairs. You already know I got that good food. Yeah, I forgot, 1, pit flag is not 5 flag anymore, and 2, it literally just got waxed. So I did not think that game was going to be that quick. Oh well, we back. We vibing. Actually, let's draw on the rest of Tony's video. We'll finish that, and then we'll keep going.
That was Captain Bicarb Maya, Suspector coming back.
All right, I'm gonna eat this food.
And that leads us into outside of North America, because there's moves happening outside of NA, and that includes Jimbo, Mighties, and Snipe Drone scrimming with Glory GGs. And you already seen Na'Vi start to get a little bit younger the moment they brought in Mighties. Then they brought in Snipe Drone, which, you know, packs a ton of firepower to go along with Jimbo. And now you bring in Glory, which I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, like, who the hell was Glory? Never even heard of this player. I promise you, do your research. This man started off in free-for-alls back back in the European region, and was totally showing off and totally showing out. Gets his opportunity alongside, I believe they were going by Orglis last, but again, showing that he's a stud. Not only having the mechanics to go out there and do the damn thing, but also coming in humble, coming in the right way. I actually got the chance to talk to Mose, and Mose was singing this guy's praise, saying like, dude, the dude works hard. He's an absolute stud, and he has the right mindset. He literally is coming in and he wants to learn. He wants to get better. When they're scrimming his team and blowing them out, he's still going back and saying, well, what could we have done better? What are our weaknesses? What could we turn this around? He's coming in with the right mindset, and I think he's going to have that same exact energy when he goes over to Na'Vi, which is exactly where he needs to be. Snipe Drone is the real deal. Jimbo is a great veteran in the scene. You know, he's joining another young star like Mighty. I think Mighty's might be 19, maybe 20 years old max. So you have a bit of veteranship with a bit of youth, and I really like the look of this new Na'Vi roster, and I hope they're able to find success, because Na'Vi play good. They play well, and they might have just been missing that little bit of oomph, that little bit of firepower, and I think maybe that's exactly what Glory brings to the table. And from there, you know, we see the trickle down. Tony Two-Turt said,
oh, so here's where Tony ended up.
Free agent for qualifiers, couldn't join the dark side. So I guess this would be the light, I guess, when you reunited with Envor. Back with Tony Tucci and Envor. Remember, they went back-to-back taking down Quadra and Na'Vi late last year. Then you got Common and Haynes, formerly of Proton Gaming. Common and Haynes, Haynes, the Brett Favre of Halo. This man's retired. What are we on? 11 retires now? I'm pretty sure we're on 11 retires for Haynes, but he's too good to leave in that retirement hole. So I'm happy that he's back. You guys already know I'm a big fan of Common. Dirty work player, does exactly what the team needs him to do in order to succeed. In fact, actually, we did a behind the screen with Common as well. So really excited to see these two duos come together, and maybe they look better than before. Going into open bracket, they were definitely both of these teams were kind of slated to make a deep run. In fact, wasn't Envor a part of that ascending baseline? I'm pretty sure Envor was a part of the ascending baseline roster that actually matched up against Proton Gaming. I could be wrong, and if I am, but I'm pretty sure it was Envor, Posey, and the boys that beat out Common and Haynes on Proton Gaming, and that's when you saw Posey get a little loud. I didn't even know Posey can get that loud. I was scared. I was watching the video. I didn't watch it live, but I was watching the video. I was frightened by Posey getting loud like that. But Order 66 coming in, and definitely one of the teams that are expected to make a deep run when it comes to that open qualifier.
Order 66 is also a hard-ass team name, bro.
And speaking of Posey, in fact, I'm pretty sure it was Posey, Super CC, Envor, and Arctic that were on that ascending baseline roster. And now you see Posey, Arctic, and Super CC.
I think we dropped on a little frames.
Another young.
Hopefully that'll clear up in a second. Sorry about that, y'all.
Roster back in Arlington, and kind of rounding out the rest of what happened to the team. Except we don't know exactly what happened to Sab, but Morley. Back then, apparently decided to go a little bit of a different direction. Envor rejoins Tony 2. Morley has the mechanics. He has a great mind for the game. So I promise you, I think Snake the Heat are going to be just as good, maybe even better than what we saw back at Arlington under that ascending baseline roster. And I think that's about it. Like I said, roster made a little bit crazy. We had a lot to cover, but I think we actually got it all here. And yeah, if you guys like this kind of content, let me know in the better than ever and much more, like even the return of Monster coming in under head down. So let me know for each of the seasons. In fact, the third one going down for Let 'Em Cook, and a momentary squad wipe in favor of Revenge is going to lead to that ball not quite making it to the subway.
Eli Elite got this rocket, but Ice Kid made the big play. Stopped that ball from rotating early on. It's going to save some much needed time. And the Rockets, although they get a kill, Eli Elite's Rockets end up being pretty ineffective in the grand scheme of things because no ball time has gone their way, and Let Them Cook is just consistently finding pressure and just preventing this game.
Back seaside, he might end up running into one, and that's Ice Kid putting his 11th on the board, and he's not slowing down whatsoever. He knows that the spawners are coming over toward the red side. He immediately cuts off that angle. The reason why he has so many kills to his name is he's anticipating and manipulating the movements of Team Revenge.
Now, sometimes you find yourself in a
I don't even know who this kid is.
What Ice Kid's doing at the moment. He has just perfect timings, perfect routes.
I recognize pretty much every gamer tag in this lobby.
Kill. He's playing so fast. When he
this
needs to
motherfucker
slow
Ice
it
Kid
down, he has, but it really just great
peeling
presence from him on the map thus far, and it's why he's been able to start triple positive.
But it's finding the back smack that will slow him down just a bit, and Revenge needed to cool off Ice Kid. Maybe getting a little too cold. Eli Elite grabbing that ball with the quickness, try to rotate it over towards the B side, cut off quickly, and it looks like Kruvo is going to follow him over toward the dead screen.
He keeps calling this motherfucker Kruvo.
And delivered this ball is Let Them Cook as they continue to find kill after kill.
Love their ability to be flexible, right? You see a rotation already all the way from C, to back A. It's exactly what you want to see when you see those opportunities for rotates. Hit them, ensure that you get the next spawn, and just be a step ahead of your opponents. And so far, Let Them Cook have just been way more effective at getting ball time and finding these rotations and capitalizing on the opportunities given to them.
We do know what your 3 best abilities in Halo. What is your availability, and your adaptability, and your flexibility? Just ask Ace. You know, he's always doing that yoga. So make sure if you want to take the game up another level, get your yoga done. As realized, holding Glitchy off, a well-placed grenade. But does he know he's being surrounded by 3 members of Let Him Cook? Still able to get the kill onto Simply Fear Me, while the rest of his team put Let Them Cook 3 down. You only have 1 more player to deal with, and of course Ice Kid being a nuisance, but finally they're able to deal with him, and this is going to be a really good setup for Team Revenge.
Let Them Cook really had Revenge in that danger zone, right? If you give up 1 more ball rotation, this first round was going to be over. Instead, they find the break at the right time. It's going to allow this game to remain competitive in the first round, and it's no one's game quite yet. And so far, Eli Elite is in a powerful position, but Ice Kid has been icy for his team. Gets kill after kill, and although Krillzy ends up winning this fight, you can see how many resources they had to put into that fight prevents Revenge from getting any of this ball time, and that's been their problem, right? Is sometimes they'll come out, they'll win the gunfights, but they haven't been able to capitalize with any objective efficiency.
That kid be icy. The FR must stand for real, because I promise you, this man Ice Kid is the real deal. 17-8 start, 4 assists to go along with it, but it's realized that get away with the Bulldog. Ice Kid trying to find an avenue over toward the purple side. Instead, he's only going to find the BR of Eli Elite, and once again, Let Them Cook getting cycled, and with that cycle, that's going to ultimately give Revenge an early lead here in this oddball round number 1, just 30 seconds away from ultimately taking this one. Let Them Cook, they need to cook off spawn.
What just happened right there? He shot a rocket. I thought that maybe there was a player there. He shot a rocket into a corner, no one to be found, and well, unfortunately, that Let Them Cook. They didn't really have to deal with the rockets at all.
Oh. And Eli Lee finds a backsmack onto yet another player here. Oh. As Rafael hold up the tower side, well played by him. Realized gonna bounce right back in, so that's 2 down for Let Him Cook. Glitchy goes down as well, so 3 out of the 4 members on the black screen. That means nobody is gonna be able to get this ball or the rockets out of the hands of Revenge. It looks like they may just be taking round number 1.
Well, round 1 goes to Revenge, and I mean, Let Them Cook had so much presence early in the game, were very objective efficient, but just does not matter at the end.
Round 2.
Last match, or
ends up being spotted out.
I don't know if they're doing like a. I don't know if anybody's gonna win this tournament.
Once again, having the advantage.
But it's got to be almost over.
That ball able to get out, and you can see Let Them Cook. Look at the spawn. To get back to helps, he's doing so, but so far Let Them Cook. Look at how they've been able just to push forward as a unit, all 3 lanes being occupied at once, and well, they've been able to find the counter to Revenge's play. And although Revenge won the opening fight, they had the better position, they knew the spawns, they were only able to get 2 seconds of oddball time out of it.
Glitchy trying to push up over to the PD side, gets the
what the hell
touch, and then the back smack, taking down 2 members of Revenge. They're sending numbers on today's side.
Great shot from Glitchy. I love to see this bandit rifle in use. We saw a lot of it on LAN at Arlington. It's not as prominent online just because it can be a little bit more finicky with connection in play.
Yep.
But when I was talking to pro players, they say they really love how the bandit rifle neutralizes in that medium range fight. Expect to see a lot more of it as LAN comes in and players start to get
I like that.
a bit more
I like that we've
experience
seen a lot of the
that weapon.
bandit being used.
And sometimes I be feeling like the Bulldog is a medium range gun. That thing got some range to it. Clearly, so did the rocket. Says Glitchy takes down Kruvo, wastes the second rocket. That's gonna make sure that nobody onto Revenge is able to take advantage of that. Simply, Fermi curb slides his way, tries to get out of the action, but Krillzy is hunting him down. And with a 3v2 advantage for Revenge, that's a good time to put some points on the board. Let him cook. Already have 30.
This ball time is just, it's been interesting how, I don't know how at Revenge, how they haven't been a little bit more efficient with their ball time this far, because it doesn't feel like they're getting heavily outmaneuvered in some of these plays, but it just feels like when it comes to resource allocation, they haven't been able to find that advantage at times, and that's the reason why we're seeing such a competitive game early in the second round, because realistically, how Revenge played off the beginning, they should have just a massive lead. Instead, just a 5-second deficit that they're still having to play catch up from.
Simply Fermi chasing that player out of the PD side. Wants to get a few shots into ball player, but runs into the shroud that blocks off his line of sight. He's still going to push forward here. He knows that his teammates are
really good live by that ball guy, bro.
So this is big. Let him cook, controlling a lot of space.
That guy actually just milked for so long, bro.
Because that's what's most important.
And they're not going to get any time out of this.
Ooh. Krugu has that stalker rifle, and the problem is, look, there's only 2 players alive, him and his teammate, and they're on opposite sides of the map. Although he has this power weapon, he's having to restrain himself from moving forward, and it's painful because you see Let Them Cook just getting this ball time, and he's like, I have the weapon to deal with this, but just not able to push in. And even when he does, because they keep going trade for trade, it allows Let Them Cook to get more advantage throughout this game. It's been a tough spot for Revenge, and it's really been their downfall throughout this game. It's why Let Them Cook have been effective throughout, and honestly, Revenge, they've done a great job to get that first round, but I'd like to say that Let Them Cook probably have been
that was good, Wayne Doodle.
More efficient
how's it going, bro?
Thus far.
And Let Him Cook has been
What are we doing tonight, brother?
advantage as they get another rocket, put it to use immediately, pinging off a couple of players that are pushing over toward the B side, manning the truce. Let Him Cook, if they can hold off these players over towards B, that can be big. But Eli Elite distracts Azrael for just a bit, pulls that rocket out, and now 2 members of Revenge are able to push right through that PD alley.
Eli Elite might have been the first player that went down, but I don't think he realizes how much of an impact he had for his team right there.
Yeah, what about him, Classy?
Just missing that back smack. If he gets
I am chilling,
right
Wayne Doodle.
That
Really
pushes
chilling. I'm glad to hear you're doing well.
Revenge is not going to get anywhere because he goes first down. There's another rocket to play with. That's 2 immediate kills. Instead,
we just
they have
vibing
to waste
today.
a rocket
We
on
are
Eli,
chilling
and
this
it
shit.
opens up the dual push at the same time over at PD.
Got back from out of
and
town
that's how they
yesterday,
find their
so
break into that oddball, but Let Them Cook.
On a
So
vibe.
quick to get back
Bullshit,
into these fights and
Classy.
start
The 75-40 run. Azrael off the screen, taking down Eli Elite. Simply Fermi follows that one up. Kruvo, a couple of good shots in, but he's in a 1v2. That's not the math he wants to see.
just gets cut down, and Krillzy has this great angle. Love the damage that he's getting in, but just
And Wayne Doodle with the prime, 31 months. Welcome back. Much love, much respect, as always.
Win those fights,
It's my dog,
they
bro.
have the better position, but they're losing too many resources.
I appreciate you,
going
brother.
Into those fights, they can clean that up. They can probably get a clean victory in this game, but they just need to be a little bit more mindful, a little bit more efficient as this game goes on.
Well, they are able
Fuck
to clean
you,
up those
Classy.
rockets, or Let him cook, and the long
Very
range
informative.
shot
Thank you,
going
bro.
all the way
I've been building that
downtown
deck
to
for
take down
months,
Eli
bro.
Elite. The second one a lot easier and shreds. Boss map with the BR.
There go my frames again. Fuck you guys. You guys don't get any frames. You guys thought it was going to be a smooth stream watching experience? Fuck you guys.
We are going to a round number 3.
This is gonna be tough, man. Oh, look at this. Maybe he gets to call out that the player was trying to rotate. I mean, just a quick off rotation. Oh, we'll have to take a
walling?
Rocket.
Question mark?
Able to make that thing work. Round 3, here we go. Revenge, we're able to take game 1. It's been a little bit of a inefficient game from them, but they've been able to take.
Who was that, bro?
I'd like to say almost hyper efficient in the way that they've been able to get objective time.
Ooh. Rock gonna take out both of those players. I think one of them was his teammate, but it's fine. It's okay. Sometimes
disrespectful. I'll beat your ass.
Swap out that ball towards a teammate so he can put that second rocket.
You don't know nothing
taking down real lives
about anything.
Kill from Simply Fear Me onto Quilzy slows them down just a bit.
Hey, it's been a while since we got to use that command. It's classic right there.
Alive,
whoa!
Look at the movement out of Ice Kid. Okay, he said that boy's ice.
Questionable rocket. Yeah. Walling? Question mark?
Like that.
In the SSG prequel.
That dog is though, you know what I'm saying? Get in that fight and do you see a player
what am I hearing?
jumps up into the tires? Just this guy hanging out on the very top in the little Shotsy spot. Oh my god, I love how, okay, so you're seeing it, you see how for Eli Elite, the corners of his screen turn red right there? That's because he was hit by, dude, what is that thing called, Tony? What's the name of the new equipment?
The Threat Seeker.
The Threat Seeker. So first time that we're seeing the Threat Seeker in use at HTS. I'm not so sure if it has a spot to stay, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a huge fan of it as the moment, but as time goes on, we'll have to see how much of an impact it'll have.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like your first, form of
that's the only motherfucker in this lobby who I haven't heard of.
And the Threat Seeker, I will say, maybe not really like oh surprise he's here, but more of just giving free information. Those wall hacks that when a player's popping out and you see that silhouette, you know exactly where they're coming from. You have your reticle.
Just a weird coincidence. You're right. I'm probably just head casing. I don't think anybody actually cheats in this game.
So it's tough, but I guess it's growing on me a little bit.
You guys are right. My bad.
Something that you'll notice throughout this game, and I think one of the reasons why we've seen Let Them Cook have some success in this game thus far is the assists. Look at those assists. Look how they're helping each other throughout this game.
That sounds about right.
All those guys in double
sounds
digits
about
right now.
Right. Beat his ass.
At the end of the day, you have to take care of players like Eli Elite. 25 kills, 16 assists from him. But notice 30 deaths. He's been in so many engagements. He's going to be quick, and he's always going to be trying to find those fights. A free-for-all winner back in Halo 5 at one of those lands. And
it was Vegas.
He's so confident. And even when he's going negative, it doesn't really matter because he's always going to be a presence.
I remember because I watched that finals because I'm pretty sure Cole was in it.
Oh no, that's not good. I don't know if we're gonna
maybe he was like the match before or some shit. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't in the finals. But.
All right, let him cook. 36-20 lead in favor of Revenge. Make sure you close your lobbies, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, did somebody just join? Is that what happened?
Oddball's back up in rotation, but they just try to get to it too quickly. Eli Elite is going to have to try to back them off that oddball.
To the most basic shit I've ever seen.
By himself, but
bro, speaking of
at it, right? That was a huge opportunity for Let Them Cook to get that ball away.
That sound lives like rent free
because of an early death from
as like
Revenge.
Dopamine.
Instead, they're still having to play some of this
in my head, like
control of that ball.
Like the BR and the rocket and shit.
And I'm still so impressed by this.
Like, you know when you go to like a tournament and you hear it like playing on the big screen. Anytime anybody shoots a BR, it's like it's bassy as fuck. It's like the whole shit shaking.
That ball and the setup, but as I say that, they end up going
that shit's lit,
down.
bro.
That's an opportunity for Revenge to find out that final player, hunt him down, and ultimately get into a setup of their own and add to their already lead. This is round number 3. It's do or die for both of these teams here on the streets.
Let's find this approach. Glitchy's playing fast into this fight, and it's because of the power weapons that were on the map. He wanted to neutralize those options. Unfortunately, it wasn't there quick enough to stop them from playing.
Shit lives rent free in my head, bro.
Eli Elite, I mean, I really feel like
one of
he's
my favorite
about
things.
To turn up to another level with this.
What's that ease?
Power weapon setup. Let Them Cook are in a dangerous.
H5 headshot noise. No, that was part of it too. But that's the thing is like when you would hear that at an event, like the Halo 5 Magnum.
Ultimately, the game here, even the Stalker isn't enough for Eli
shit just
Elite
went
to
crazy,
find the
bro.
kill onto one. Simply Fear Me chased all the way towards the red room, and the teamwork deals with them quickly. Now they're gonna try to rotate this ball over toward the B side.
That's what I'm saying.
He wants to stay alive, but he's being pressured over towards driveway, so he has to take it easy. His teammates are going down.
Damn.
Let them cook are fast. When they get those first couple of picks, they don't slow down. They look to find the remaining players as quickly as possible. This is why they've been so effective at getting ball times per slay.
And the perfect start on the kill feed, yes. I don't know why we ever got rid of that.
Eli Elite to be that tip of the spear, and well, perfect shots will find the first pick. It's up to the rest of Revenge to catch up.
And with that perfect kill from Eli, Elite almost converts it into a double. Does enough damage to put that player down to one shot, but it's Let Him Cook that end up winning those
Let Him Cook.
having the numbers advantage.
Holy shit.
Trying to put as much damage as possible, but he didn't have the numbers at all. And Let Him Cook set up over towards the B side. It looks like Revenge are still funneling. Is this going to work?
Good moves.
Huge
He keeps that guy one shot.
You see the shroud screen go down.
That was good plays, blocking with the pillar. Even though he didn't end up with a double there.
At the moment, they'll soak up that time and they'll play for these
He kept that guy weak for his
It
teammates.
might be their demise.
Ooh, good throw.
That play. Quick to pick up that ball, throws it out to the open, tries to get it back towards his team. The Rockets go into the hands of Kruvu, and Revenge are looking to circle the final stages of this game. Just a couple more picks and they're going to be able to get some massive ball time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder how much I actually get for it. Most of the time you can tell, but
Let Them Cook that snatch up that ball, and the subway side control.
yeah, I want to know if people are deadass not missing, you know what I'm saying?
Takes down Glitchy, but simply Firmby wins his battle against Kruvu. We do end up seeing Eli Elite bust straight up the middle. It looks like nobody knows that he's here. Revenge have snatched up this ball, but will it be played towards the mid-map?
The split spawns were devastating for Revenge right there. Let Them Cook got the spawns at back C. They threw that ball out into the middle, planning to get back towards that C control. Unfortunately, didn't have enough influence, and while the roaming Rocket player went for kills, the spawns happened on the other side of the map, and it's led to ball time for Let Them Cook, and now it's led to a lead for Let Them Cook. Small mistakes like that could lead you out of a tournament.
Revenge need to be careful. They're playing with fire, and when you're letting the team cook, you just might get burned. That ball over toward the mid-map. The threat seeker letting everyone on the map know where he's at. And as 3 down go, Let Them Cook. Revenge
gonna be a bang out to close this game.
Brings it away from the seaside players. Glitchy.
Oh!
The cut off angle takes down 2, and looks like Let Them Cook. They're looking to turn those tables once again.
Let Them Cook might be just
I just need a fucking play
right here. It's a dangerous proposition when you're only up by 1 second, but just 10 more seconds of game time.
Nope, they play time. They play time here, absolutely.
Players over at backseat, they pick up the ball, they take the lead. 5 seconds left. Can
Wait,
they get there? Glitchy throwing the nade, he gets the kill, but there's just not enough time, and they will get the win. If I'm Let Them Cook right there, I maybe try to pick up a couple extra seconds of time, but they'll just have to think about it as Revenge take game number 1 and recover.
They just lost that shit so fast. It was like, all right, they're gonna win. Don't fuck it. Oh, they lost.
Wasn't on their side, going all the way down to the wire in regulation, and we were honestly.
How did they not get the ball? I don't know, bro.
Overtime action.
It's up Beyond Stars.
Really would have been fun, but game number 1.
Welcome to the stream, brother.
Revenge, and hope the rest of the series is close as that one.
Yeah,
that was a really fun.
I don't know, man.
On the streets.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's when you talk about oddballs.
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of like an anticlimactic. That's kind of like a shitty way to end the game. I'm not gonna lie.
On the side of Let Them Cook, not able to get that job done, but I think a lot of good to take back from it. At the end of the day, Revenge just a little bit better at when they establish their setups at holding them. I think Let Them Cook did a great job at finding scrap time and being quick.
I don't know. I would need to see the replay, but it looked like they were all just fighting and nobody picked up the ball. And somebody snuck in there and grabbed a second.
Able to find some critical breaks at critical times.
Been watching the YouTube for a while, just never been to the stream. Well, hey, welcome to the stream, brother. I appreciate you dropping by.
Up next.
We say this every time, but my absolute favorite shit, my favorite shit in the world is when somebody from the YouTube comes and says what's up in the stream. We love that shit.
Does that translate to live fire slayer, or are we talking about a totally
different it's good to have you here, bro.
Ultimately, a totally different flow to our
Welcome to the party, bro.
Alright, it's about your ability to slay.
We just watched some of this
we talk about
pre-qualifier right now,
and ensuring that you have those resources available to pick up the ball after your slays. That doesn't really matter as much in the
11-0 to hero. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. I'm glad that's gone over well, bro. I was like, I was kind of thinking whenever I made that like first episode that like nobody was really gonna give a fuck. But I'm glad it's gone down well.
Yeah, they've been right
glad
on
people are
top
liking
of
it
because
because
right
I've been looking for something to sort of settle back into, content-wise.
Well, you know, it is funny because I will say,
on seeing the climbed Onyx again. Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying, was that it was sort of reminiscent of like the old content we used to make. It was cool to like see the journey, all that. Yo, he just went flying.
Ice Kid, I think even Glitchy dropping 45. That clearly is continuing here to game 2.
Yeah, just a good old
5 start
live commentary, grind Onyx.
Grabbing the overshield, a 4-man
right
push
there.
out of let him cook, and they find the rat in the corner. Sorry, Eli, you can't hide there.
Nothing you can do about it, and really not that much overshield.
Dirty Hero's the best in my opinion.
Well. Ice Kid trying to play
well, I appreciate that. I think it's definitely the best thing that I've got going for my shit. Because like, I think you're, in order to make like a good like series or something that does well on YouTube, it needs to be a combination of, it needs to be something that people are actually interested in, so it needs to be something that's like probably got good like search engine optimization, something that's going to be a lot of common terms that people are going to be looking for a lot. So like ranking up and getting better and all that stuff is like usually a pretty good route, but like also got a catchy name.
And now you're 10 seconds away from overshield coming up. Revenge have to come off a spawn over toward the green side, and they have
I give you a little tip. You maybe could have played worse in your placement, so you started lower in Diamond because there's not much in between Diamond and Onyx. You're right, bro. I wish, the thing is like, it would be so dope. If you guys remember the first season of, the first season of, I think it was COD ranked.
Never falls to any damage. He ends up wasting that sniper ammo on the
Maybe more on that account. No, well, see, the thing is, Classy, is it wouldn't have mattered. I debated starting a new account, but you have to, you can't just play on a fresh account anymore. You have to play 25 social games. So if I play 25 social games where I'm putting up, you know, like 40 kills a game, my MMR is going to be crazy, and I'm still going to get those Onyx lobbies. So like, it was kind of, that was the only like unfortunate part of it, was it was kind of like a, there was no good solution to that problem. Yeah, I agree. It would have been cooler if we would have placed a little bit lower, so that we could make the journey a little bit longer.
It's going to allow the rest of Revenge to activate forward and find this pinch.
He'd wave in the hands of Reclximer.
Yeah, Beyond Stars. Because like, if you are playing well or decently well against like Diamond Onyx level players, then it's going to always give you those lobbies.
Is what's going to start that damage off. Glitchy makes it over toward the next bridge. Easy shots onto him, but Reclximer can't quite find the kill. There's a second player down, and although he does damage to 2 different players with that heat wave, can't quite find the kill, and looks like nobody.
Yeah, I've debated like some different things we can do. Because like, maybe we don't just go to Onyx, maybe we try to make like, once we get to Onyx, maybe we say like, alright, now we gotta go from 1500 to 1600. Or maybe we get ranked in whatever the other ranked playlist is at the time, whether it's ranked Slayer or ranked doubles or
10 kill lead still, these double digits they've been able to maintain thus far. Revenge, they have,
it would truly be 0 to hero.
Of
no, but I was gonna say, it was cool in the first season of COD ranked, when nobody had played, when it was all fresh, everybody started at bronze 1.
Definitely still possible. They say that Slayers don't start until you hit that 30 kill mark. Well, apparently this game just started.
And so, bro, the idea of like, if we could start at bronze 1 and go from bronze, bro, that would be so sick.
Looks like they might be identifying it quickly.
But yeah, it is kind of anticlimactic, like ranking D5 straight out of placements and then being like, all right.
And the repost to almost plays the top mid side, but you know what? That might have accidentally juked them out.
I've thought of a couple different ways we can spice it up, keep it going. Maybe we start another account and just run it back. Maybe we do the other ranked playlist. Maybe we try to see how high we can go. Like,
at all once they got those slates. Force the split spawns over at tower, collapse, finish, collapse, finish. That's how you're gonna get back into
Plasma, you don't fuck your MMR.
Find the collapse, and then if you're able to stay on top of the timings for the next spawns, you can then
have 40 kills a game in bronze. I would hope so.
Just a 10 kill deficit.
Vince bronze players don't exist. Oh, they definitely exist, bro.
Turns into 1 team wipe of 4 kills.
And now you gotta take advantage of the 4 down. You know exactly what Let 'em Cook are spawning. 3 members stuck towards green.
Bronze players are just bots sent out by 343. See, that I might also agree with. There are some people that I see play video games, and this isn't even just exclusive to Halo, but bro, there are some people I see play video games, and I'm like, oh my god. Not even like casual, like doesn't play video games that often, or like even somebody who doesn't ever play video games.
Good players from great players from pro players.
It's like, bro, I'm talking about like
just too fast. The help wasn't there in
okay,
time
peace.
from the opposite,
I just got smushed.
from the opposite lane, and it allows that.
I'm talking about like, bro, looking at the ground, can't even figure out how to move.
Were congregated on top of each other at A, and they had the power position and the power ups to deal with.
Yeah, no,
them,
I'm not trying to roast either. Don't get it fucked up.
The help wasn't there to try.
But I don't think there's that many people in like straight up bronze. I think the majority of people that are like lower ranked, and again, I don't mean that disrespectfully, but I think the majority of those people are in silver and gold. I think silver, gold, and plat are probably like the most populated ranks, if I had to guess. That's not backed up by any data, I'm just purely guessing. My best friend is a gold 2 player, and I love playing with him because it puts us in high plat lobbies or low down. Yeah, exactly.
Clearly you're cooking up something nice.
Just 4 more kills. Let them cook. Are gonna try to set up a trap. Have a player push out too far. Find someone that's unsuspecting. Fortunately for Aziraphale, he checked every corner but the right one.
Really, Beyond Stars?
And that sniper's still gonna be in play at the top tower. And that sniper is starting to find important picks. This game's not over yet.
It's kind of surprising. I mean, not that I don't believe it, but that's kind of surprising.
2 more kills for Let Them Cook. Let's make it 1. Glitchy able to get them to game point.
Bro, ease. Shut up. Just trade for him, bro.
Is Ice Kid. He's going to slow things down for the rest of his team to come off the spawn, but hopefully don't get trapped. In fact, Revenge, they're being cautious as well.
I think so, Plasma. That sounds correct.
Stay set up over toward the tower side. Eli Elite with that sniper taking down Ice Kid, who was that final player live from Let 'em Cook.
Oh, do they have that somewhere, Beyond Stars? I haven't seen that.
This is still doable for Team Revenge.
Glitchy's gonna make his position known. That's what's dangerous. He might just go for this flank, but if it's sniffed out too early, he won't have the help. His position's found. Can he get around this corner? Oh, he's gonna try to double back down. Eli Elite suddenly.
Whoa! Here they go.
He's running back.
Here they go.
The players from Let Them Cook. They're gonna wrap this corner. They're in trouble. It's a 2-man push at the flank to try to win this game.
Oh, this is so chalked. Yeah, there it goes.
One more kill is needed, and Glitchy finds it, puts the 50th on the board, and now
I don't think so, Plasma. I think it's 1-1. Yeah, there you go. It's 1-1. They had the 1-0 counter up last game for Revenge, but it was incorrect.
Unfortunately, this game number 3 is going
because oddball, they would not have an oddball game 2.
I don't know how much of it.
Yeah, see, there you go.
See, but we'll try our best. Maybe we
can say you can't be 1-0 and be playing an oddball. It's always a Slayer game 2, so I figured that was probably wrong at the time.
I'm not gonna look right now. Like, is there any chance? Is there any chance that any one of these players aren't streaming at the moment? I'm pretty sure I follow.
Oh, it's recharge. We're not gonna be able to watch.
I think if we ask kindly, I'm pretty sure it would work. But I don't know. There's a lot on the line here. This is your pre-qualifier to make it into that qualifier, to make it into the global invitational.
Yeah, Beyond Stars is that and a champ rank.
Especially here in the final round. One of these 2 teams are going to be advancing forward. One of them are going to be a little upset.
There is my champ rank.
Yeah, we are getting closer and closer to the end, Tony. I mean, this one feels like it has Game 5 written all over it. Am I right?
I just want to get to Game 3. Hold on.
Yeah, classy, but where's my, like, BR skin? You know what I'm saying?
I would have to agree with you. I mean, the game number 1 going to that round 3 and going to the last second, only 1 second of ball time between the 2, that being a 5-kill game on Live Fire Slayer, no matter how momentum driven that was over toward the early game, it really does tell me that this may just
that was just season 1.
Number 5, and it's going to be on the new map Solitude, so that's going to be exciting to watch.
Solitude is having a Solitude.
Yeah, so the thing is now is they play recharge is playable now. We can play the map again, but they can't spectate it. Like they can't watch it on Observer.
I could want Game 7 49-49.
So they fixed the gameplay bug, but they haven't fixed the observer bug.
I'll be honest, I don't care. You know what? Game 7, 49-49 on a map with 2 snipers. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, I don't know why it's always recharge. It breaks. Their skin or model or even a coating for the armor. I agree. I definitely agree.
They like remake it for the game, and then every HCS season we just like choose like a set of maps and we just rotate them out. You know
I think there should be an armor coating, BR coating, and an emblem. I think you should get all of that.
We put them on a giant map.
And there should be an absolute elite one for champ whenever we get champ in this game. If we ever get champ in this game, I should say.
We'll drop into one of those maps, you know, and then all of this is a giant map made up of the Guardians, the pits, a little bit of Narrows action, maybe a little Plaza, a little bit of Truth. I'm just saying. It's there.
And then you put like 100 Spartans on the map, and like you like have engagements on each map. Then like maybe there's like some way to like traverse from map to map in real time. And then like you know, I think Halo's a respawn game. What if we took away the respawns or made like respawns so that you had to like fulfill some sort of prerequisite in order to get respawned? Like your teammate had to be alive and like go to like a station to like and spend some like I don't know like points or credits or something to like buy you back, and then whatever team is like last alive could probably like win the game, you know, like just one big game.
That's what I'm saying, be honest. Like, I don't even need nothing crazy, like just run me, exactly.
Honestly, maybe nothing.
Give me a black BR with like purple and gold accents.
That a little bit of RNG comes in, which will make things really fun.
Just run me something basic.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Do they have something like this out there?
I feel like this is next level. I think this is like, honestly, I think that we're changing the industry right now. I don't know if we can stream this, Tony, and then let people know these secrets.
What am I listening to?
People in here right now.
Oh no, dude, it's gonna get out. Someone's gonna make this now.
Guys, series is tied up in one apiece right now, and it has been a close one. Our game number 3 is going to be on Recharge, and as kind of Garrett mentioned before, it's been a struggle. Lots of times observers end up crashing out, and we're not able to view the map on Recharge, and hopefully that's not going to be the case here, but I just want to prepare you guys.
Mad Black VR would be cool too.
Happen. We know that that 343 and the team are working on this, and hopefully it gets fixed very soon. I'm crossing my fingers.
Yeah, like a different texture. That would be dope.
I will say Recharge isn't my favorite map, but it definitely felt like something was missing a little bit in Arlington.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a favorite map of many players.
Bro, I've been saying that a lot, Plasma. Like, bro, when the game first came out, I was like, bro, I just want there to be content and for the game to function correctly and for it to not suck. And I didn't feel like I was asking for a lot then.
And I think it might be a little bit of a different experience. Then we're gonna like free cam it up because you know, watch mode has its own set of problems. So we're gonna try to take that top view down. You know, we're getting a little avant-garde. You know, on the stream today.
What the fuck did this man just say?
We're switching the vibes with the observer. Maybe we'll switch the vibes to casting a little bit. Have a little bit, maybe like almost like a podcast style casting.
Bro, we both pull out cigars right now.
What the hell?
I don't have a cigar.
Okay, hey, look, we're an observer mode. Maybe this will fix it. If we're oh my god, you see Crozy got that shock rifle up there.
Here, right up there. That's all I need. Just put it right up there. Chill out. There we go. We got the best seat in the house right here. This is it. Hey, honestly, with the way
what is this?
Hey, this is my POV half the time on Recharge, anyways.
See, Trails is trying to do his best with that shock rifle. The thing is that Revenge, they have the power weapons, but Crew is doing the job right now. You need to get over to C.
Dude!
Right? You have to push all the way over. You need to flip out that C spawn in order to have some better options on this game. So, guys, we're going into this third-person view because what has made the game unstable in the past is the switching of players. So the less that we switch players, the more stable observer mode will be. So we're seeing if this will fix it. We're trying to, you know, test out some fixes mid-series right now.
Right. The only that I don't like.
I love,
I can't
bro.
see the score line at the bottom. So I don't actually know who's like winning the hill. But
we'll just keep
I mean, the
track of it in
fact
our
that
head,
Revenge
bro.
just went 4 down. Okay, the fact that Revenge just went forward down lets me know.
Yeah, the third person in the COD stuff is also kind of questionable.
11. I think they're winning. I think they're winning this hill.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Hey, everyone, you gotta keep track of it in chat. Okay, so guys, put 1 for let them cook. You've got like 1-0 blue team. That way people are kind of can figure it out. But look at this, already set up for the next hill as well. And oh my god, I don't know what that player was doing, but they had no clue. And unfortunately for Zero, he needs help. He needs a player to get back here because these 2 players over in control. They're gonna try to push.
Yeah, the problem in COD is the over-reliance on it and missing dope gameplay moments because they're trying to get like an establishing shot of the hard point or something.
I did the math, and I know for a fact that Let 'Em Cook are 12.7% done with this hill right now, but Revenge are getting some good time here, and if they hold off and get the 2
this is
down,
actually so trolly, bro.
Lead in hill number 1, but a player did hop out. I'm doing the math.
Yo, they're all pushing silo, bro.
Let 'Em Cook, they send in 3.
They're all C-plat, bro.
Yeah, Eli Elite not gonna know what hit him right here, bro. He's going underneath. Glitchy gets in the hill. Eli Elite goes down. Grizzly's gonna try to come in next from the bottom position, but they know exactly.
Oh!
Oh no! I don't know where that player came from. The backsmack comes in.
Guy just appeared out of nowhere.
Setting up over at the back of C, right? Everything is about trying to get that position to get spawns. Nothing else really matters. As long as you have this C spawn, you're gonna have better access towards the hill, and you're gonna be able to maximize.
Look at this camera work.
Let 'Em Cook
what a
over
stick!
Half the way done with this hill, and if Revenge don't be careful, we will end up going over toward the A side, and they're still pushing up, so they feel like they still have a chance. Actually, no, it looks like they're slowing down. They might end up punting this hill and maybe just trying to put some damage
No,
in.
they're pushing this.
Looks like there's a player coming. It's realized chasing that player.
No, they're pushing this shit.
Down, go Let Them Cook, make it 4, and Revenge looking to steal this hill away.
All right, Chad.
Still have the lead.
All this goofy ass camera work. We gotta hit the Pine Park again, bro.
Look out! You see how they're split out?
Do people not have to stream in Halo tournaments like AMs? No, it's not a requirement like COD.
No, they're gonna try it one more time. They get the kill.
They're about to take it.
Ooh, I don't know. They're gonna take it.
Oh.
It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy.
Oh damn.
Ah.
So now it's 1-1.
It was literally 99.9% done for Let 'Em Cook. I promise you.
So they have what the hell?
Camouflage.
But they have occasionally like gotten like made one person stream. Like if they have suspicions about like somebody cheating or something, they might make them stream.
You can observe if you do this.
Like I think, bro, everybody for months has been saying that like Monster cheats online, and so I think they made him stream for a couple of the online qualifiers.
They're gonna immediately take some progression here.
But it's not like a requirement for everyone.
So a bit of a swing. Hill number 3 in the swing, game 3 of the series.
Right, it's 1-1, right?
It's 1-1.
Cool.
You don't ever listen.
I know. That's why I'm saying. I heard it, and I was like, I'm trying to confirm. I was like trying to confirm with you because I heard it.
Before I said Ezzo was top 8.
I know you said that's why I was trying to confirm with you.
No. You know what? Let's have words right
Sorry,
now.
I'm like, no. I'm like,
your problem?
I'm too caught up in the beautiful cinematography.
You never listen to me. I'm sick of it.
It's the cinematography
that's getting me. Do you not value my opinion?
Well, no, I was just too caught up in this beautiful 3P camera work. You know what I'm saying, Tyler? It made it so
what are we listening to right now, son?
Like, this beautiful like dolly shots.
I don't
and, like,
think so.
Camera perspective.
I had not heard that.
So then
I don't know, maybe.
I heard you say that, and I was like, oh wait, that's right. And then I was like, oh, now it's 1-2.
I don't think I have heard anybody say Cycle was cheating though. But like I said, I don't really know.
Setting up towards this next hill. Looking to tie things up and find the first kill onto Ice Kid.
Yeah, some animated BRs would go absolutely stupid in this game, bro.
Able to do so, wins the pivotal battle, gets cleaned up immediately. Kruvu forced to back down toward the long haul side because of that shock rifle, and 3 down go Revenge. This is going to be good for Let 'Em Cook.
I mean, in Halo 5, we even had the VOD skin, which wasn't really like an animated skin, but it was, you know, that little, like the black with the neon blue.
What do you think, Tony?
Are you changing the observer to
like, I mean, even something like that, like, that skin was so sick, bro.
It's kind of hype, you know, like, buy disrespect from the observer. Better watch out, so you better stay alive, Simply. You don't want to get the bag, baby. Yeah, then go back and get that repulse. That's smart.
90 stalking Simply for him with
Have
this
animated
camo.
skins in
Right
Roblox?
now.
Okay, well yeah, that's
Simply for me
that's
so
not
good
relevant
with
because
this
Roblox
camo.
is the greatest
What's
game
going
ever
on here,
created.
90?
That doesn't count.
Camo's done.
Oh, what a play!
That's stuck forward down. Only one player on the map, and that's real. That was graphic. Oh my
That was
gosh.
graphic, bro.
What are we doing, bro?
We have to make this radar. Oh my.
Wow. I don't know what to say after that one.
For anyone joining right now, guys, we have to be in this this free cam mode because the observer mode on Recharge is broken.
To be fair,
So
this is better than
unfortunately,
nothing,
guys,
bro.
look at
Like,
chat. I'm
I
sure someone
respect
will,
them
update
even
you as
doing
to what
this
the score is.
stupid
It
ass
is
shit.
1-2 for letting them cook at the moment, but you know they're trying their best to keep track of the score for you guys at home, and we'll just so far, I mean, it's been effective. We haven't seen any weird graphical glitches yet. There hasn't been a crash. It's been working.
Why do we just pan
Dude,
in like Gordon Ramsay right into the face? I mean, I'm a fan of the
Yeah,
ice
chat.
ones. I
Should we
think
switch to
going demon
Roblox?
mode, I think
Actually,
it's cool looking.
I know
I'm a
Roblox
fan of
has
the ice
like
ones.
Oh, dude, I love this look. Oh,
a
it's
Halo
like I'm watching, like,
thing,
machinima
like because
back
people
in
were
the
tweeting clips of it a few months ago.
No, it's not. It's nothing like that at all.
They have like a
yeah,
built-in like
absolutely.
Halo 5.
Like, you ever watch like Robot Chicken on Machinima back in the day?
Hey, they're trying.
I'm not with you on this one. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. It reminds me of like all those old school videos I'd watch. Ooh, look at this camera.
Oh,
Hey, bro,
Oh my
we
God,
appreciate
all
any
this
type of
tag
effort in
disappears,
Halo
it's
these
kinda hard.
days. It's not common these
Well, that
days.
didn't last long.
you know,
I'm pretty sure the score is
I kinda
2-1 blue
want
team.
More free cam view. I mean, maybe this is a little extreme, but I feel like in Halo Esports, at the right time, if done right, there could be some good. You can see some really good like just map pushes and really figure out exactly what a team is doing. I'm not mad at this.
This is why we
It
need
could
minimap in
definitely
Halo
get,
2, man.
Implemented. Like, we could implement.
I
it
need a
too. It's
minimap
just
in
you
HCS,
just need more
please.
observers. So like, you need a gameplay director who like sees all of the feeds, who communicates with all the observers, and you need like 4 observers.
All right, I think it's
to,
2-2.
like, get in the right spots at the right time, then you take them. It's I think it can be done. You just need more manpower. But I really like the idea of incorporating more 3P. I also wish they would let you break the skyboxes of the maps like in observer mode, so you can get like a true
Yeah, like
view.
that.
See, like, he's gonna try to do it. You see how like you can't get higher than this?
Yeah.
If you get higher and you could see the entire map play out from that top-down view, it'd be sick. But you'd have to be able to like break through the map a little bit.
I mean, go into Forge mode and delete the ceiling real quick.
Yeah. I guess imagine.
Aren't
That's how
we?
they do
We're
it.
almost in Forge mode right now. I mean, I feel like we're halfway there already.
Okay, Eli, dude, no one's even giving them pressure, bro.
I believe it's 3-2 in favor of Let Him Cook. But
It's either
Revenge might
3-2
be
or
able to tie
2-2.
things up right here. I could be wrong. We went up and down, left and right throughout that, but I believe it's 3-2 for Let Him Cook.
Look at this camera's coming up. Let's get it. Pop it on. There's only one player alive for Revenge. And Ice Kid is going to be able to creep around with that camouflage.
I'm just creeping around right now. Just can't see me.
3 members of Let Him Cook surrounding that hill. Kruvu is behind them over towards backseat, so this could be a big flank for him, and it looks like he is able to take
There's
down
Camo guy, though, to chase his ass down.
Ice Kid gonna chase him down now that he knows that Kruvu is there, and I believe Ice Kid is actually camoed out.
Yep.
So, oh, no trade. Ice Kid stays alive. That's big.
He had the
Kruvu was
camo.
an
He got his
important
ass.
Play over toward that back C side. Let Him Cook had to deal with them before they're able to get hill progression on this middle hill. Now you find them in there, but Simply Fear Me grapples right out to play his life, avoiding all of those grenades coming in for Revenge.
Yeah, it's crazy how we've like kind of diagnosed like what is the breaking the observer mode. Because it's been fantastic thus far. It's the player switching that's been breaking. I guess like maybe we like just stay on first person but never change off a guy next time we watch.
There we go.
That might work.
I mean, the way Ice Kid was playing in that game number 1, I don't think there was any reason to switch off of him.
Right, oh, yeah, right.
It was frying, bro. Like, stay with him.
Yeah, I like this for Simple here. When he leaves that hill, goes back towards C, gets the spawns. You'll see Let Them Cook. They get these next couple spawns, and now they have better access towards the hill. That's what you want to see.
And there it is.
4-2.
Oh, I was right.
We're off for recharge. Let's go.
Tony, good stuff.
I said it was 3-2 for Let Him Cook, and then I'm cooking, baby.
Let's go.
That was interesting. That was the swing game number 3. We got to see a little bit different perspective.
Hey man, shout out LVT for
pulling out into that third-person point of view. I love
making an effort to keep that interesting.
And how important of a role that he played.
Absolutely typical scene out of LVT.
You literally saw Ice Kid pull that camouflage out of the play, go back and chase him down, because they let Fuvu sit there, it would have been a big problem for Let Him Cook. So I think with that third-person point of view, we were able to see that much more clearer and paint the bigger picture. So I'm a fan. You know, maybe we might need to figure out how to incorporate that a little bit more into the future.
Yeah, honestly, big fan of the 3P. I think back in the
and
day,
straight from recharge third-person free camera nonsense to an Argyle capture the flag. Absolutely riveting Halo Infinite here.
Like I said, it's just a matter of having a little bit.
I'm just fucking around.
Firepower, but
I'm looking forward to actually watching a map though. Like no bullshit.
Keep watching the ads, baby. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can hire a couple more observers. We start getting some real.
LVT definitely got it, bro.
Right there with the,
shout out LVT Brandon as well.
But for right now, we're gonna go back to some of our normal observing as we move into maybe a match determinative flag on Argyle.
Although we had him bad on main stage.
This is Let Him Cook's opportunity to end the series right here, right now in this game number 4. We drop Argyle's capture the flag from 5 to 3. So
100% Plasma. Well, that's like what we were just talking about, bro. Like seeing effort from people in the Halo community and people like genuinely try to like make something good and like support the community and like, you know, actually provide the community with stuff to do and stuff to watch. It's very rare these days. And I don't say that as like a roast to people or like I'm not calling anybody lazy or anything. Like, bro, there's simply like it's kind of a shitty hand the Halo community's been dealt over the last few years. You know what I'm saying? But anybody who makes an effort, oh shit. Anybody who makes an effort to, like I said, support the community, pro tournaments, broadcast tournaments, create content, anything to involve the community and creators and players. This guy is twisted right now. Yeah, absolutely respect that shit.
Taking down Eli Elite and realize trying to get the cleanups. Him and Krillzy working together. Simply Fear Me might find out the hard.
Whoa! Hello?
Dude, realized was not ready for that player to tank off those shots. Looking like I was trying to think of the name of the tank. What's the name of it?
M1 Abrams.
A Scorpion. There we go. Looking like a Scorpion, not a.
There you go. He kept it in lore. There you go.
I was really proud of myself.
I was gonna say like the M1 Abrams or something, and I was like, that's what I was thinking. But no, the Scorpion was definitely the way to do it. That definitely makes way more sense.
I was gonna say that's the one tank everybody could name. I bet.
Holding onto this mid angle seemingly by himself. Ice Kid and Realize gonna trade out their lives in about 20 seconds.
Okay.
QD grabbing that QT. Krill Z with the perfect.
Shut up!
Snipers and Quantum Translocator coming up.
Somebody stop this man!
Krill Z is applying pressure immediately off of the spawning players of Let Him Cook.
At any point, if you want to start your
stupid
rap
ass
career,
shit, bro.
I'm ready, bro.
Whoa, hello.
Right back there, I'll do the.
My God.
Yeah, I need ad-libs, baby.
Yeah, I'll do the ad-libs for you, bro.
When I say QD, I need you to go QD. I need to whisper that. No. I need a whisper.
A whisper. Okay. Dude, I got you, bro. Next.
PDL, shut that shit down, bro. That is actually whack, bro. I've never understood.
Oh, here we go.
CDL or like Activision or whoever it is, or Nintendo is another great example because Nintendo has been just hating on the Smash scene for
double kill coming out
forever.
Down, go revenge, let them cook,
but I just don't understand. People are trying to create and have fun like with your game that you created. They're trying to play it and throw events for it, and like, bro, I don't understand looking at like a community-driven thing and thinking that it's like a bad thing or shutting it down. I understand if you're like, if say HCS is running their own league and LVT starts running a league that's like way better and is drawing all the players away from HCS and all this stuff, and nobody's doing anything with HCS, then I can understand why HCS might want to come in and like shut it down and be like, nah, we want like our shit to. But like, I don't understand like shutting something down just for the sake of shutting it down. Not like we're already doing this event, so we're gonna shut you down because we already have like a thing. Like we're just gonna shut you down because like we didn't directly approve it or whatever, so we're just gonna like to that point. It is super cool in a game like Halo where the higher ups can look at like a community driven experience and not only let it continue, but in the case of Europa Halo or LVT or whoever else, like they actually partnered them with HCS. They partnered them with Grassroots. They're like, not only do we want you to continue doing what you're doing, but we want to give you more tools so that you can better do it. And look at LVT now compared to when they first started. Like bro, they have official assets. Their broadcast quality has gotten way better. They have like built-in support for them at events now. They've been like backstage with their own setup at the last couple events.
6 shots left.
Like Halo has given them, Halo and HCS has given them tools to improve,
wants to get aggressive with it, and Quantum
keep doing their thing and to keep doing it better,
has the opportunity to
which is how it should be.
And just
so in that regard, I will definitely say credit where it's due.
It's Eli Elite going up against Ice Kid.
You don't normally see those sniper shots come down from the bottom half of the map, but they took care of that sniper player immediately as Ice Kid looks to find a higher position to play from. Honestly, that's what you're really looking for. You want to find your sniper.
No, I think that's absolutely correct, Plasma.
And try to push your team forward. And well, Ice Kid, when you're hitting shots like that, it makes it so much easier for your team to play.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it has to be an ego thing because Pride should not even be involved at all. Pride should not come into the equation whatsoever. It should be about what is best for the game and for the community, for the health of the game and the sport. It should be about how anybody feels. But people are fragile. Some people are extra fragile. Some people are bitches.
He's a good player. He's largely the reason why Let Them Cook have a 2-1 series lead here.
And again, we're not even talking about anything in particular here. We're just, we're spitballing. We're basically just talking shit. But
because Krillzy has just every time it looks like Let Them Cook's gonna do something, he finds a double kill. And it stopped them in their tracks. And while
let me hit the pine parking, bro. How did we ended up getting really like sort of ranty out of nowhere?
In the kitchen.
I apologize.
Be able to find a counterattack relatively soon, as Zerafel might be looking to send a sniper off the map as well if he feels the pressure too early. That's exactly what he does. Smart plays. I mean, what you're really trying to do is you're trying to make sure that your team has the advantage. If you only have the sniper rifle, it's going to be a huge advantage in this game.
And we saw how much Kruger can go off with that sniper, and trust me, Krillzy is no stranger with it as well.
Yeah, we've seen some gross snipes this
off the map,
series and in this tournament just in general.
If you have to go down while doing it, meanwhile, simply fear me. Winning the battle against Kruvu, giving Let Him Cook that advantage, a momentary 4v2, and Glitchy makes it a 4v1.
Should we bring? I had a solo podcast that I started. I did 1 or 2 episodes.
It didn't happen
like a couple years ago, Plasma.
Made a huge play.
I did a solo podcast and I did it live. I did it like live on stream, and it was called the highlight reel. And like I said, we only did 1 or 2 episodes, but I actually really enjoyed it. It'd be cool to do that. It'd be cool to do that again.
Realize is gonna be able to get on this flag. Can he get the stop? They get the pull. Those nades.
Because I've always thought like a solo podcast is like an interesting concept.
That flag, I don't think there's anyone that can contest it. Able to get it at the very last second and get the first flag on board.
I honestly thought
Let him cook, bro. Trying to close this shit out.
Stop that flag from going
1,000
forward,
apologies.
like
you're all good, bro.
Doing the damage that
you got there in the end.
It's
Reclximer.
1-0 start for Let Them Cook, and they're still cooking. Pulling yet another flag, getting a little greedy with it.
Although, just that as a name, like the Reclximer podcast, or just Reclximer, is kind of hard. I don't know. Kind of like that.
Revenge almost were able to turn that that corner with the flag.
QT up once again. It looks like let them cook. We're quicker on the grab, but the port's known. Kruvu gets the shots down range. That call out has to be coming out immediately.
Sniper in the hands of Realized. Just barely missing that body shot onto Azrael, and that's an important player because he has the portal.
And we're off the map.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
Realized no longer
Eli Elite 4 and 17.
Having his life. Portal's right out. Let him cook, have the advantage. Kruvu better be careful.
Kalichi gets that huge kill, and you're seeing how much impact that QT has. Able to just play forward, and then even then, it's like when you have to port out, it's not the worst thing in the world because your port gets you right back into that fight. And that's what I love about the flexibility of the QT, right? It allows you to stay alive, but then once you're ready to get back on the attack, you're going to be right into the thick of it once again.
Solo cast sounds so refreshing, low key.
It's crazy what he can do when he's on the map. He's putting damage.
The views covered, but
he's
me up on top of the shit.
Sadly,
Yeah, hell yeah.
ends up jumping off the map earlier with that sniper, not what he was looking for. Eli does take down Simply Fearme, and Kruvu
Views from the clicks.
Another sniper and another pull coming out of Revenge. They
that's the name of the podcast.
Deal with 2, momentary 3 down, and nobody stopping this flag from going forward. Revenge might be able to tie things up with that one.
One of the cleaner flag runs you're going to see throughout this game. Kruvu had just the beautiful pacing right there. Came in at the right time. Timing was correct. Gets the double kill, and then there's just nothing Let Them Cook can do after that point. No players can overextend. The numbers are just purely in the advantage of Revenge, and is able to get them to a tied game.
Crazy not able to escape. Simply Fearme going to be awarded the kill from that one, and Eli Elite does get involved, but a little bit too late, not able to find the kill onto either one of those players from Let Them Cook, and now pushing forward, able to get the kill onto one. That's going to be Glitchy, the first one to go down, and now Eli Elite is in the base of Let Them Cook, and Let Them Cook are well aware of it. They know they have to deal with them before they're able to push forward. Deals damage onto Simply Fearme, takes down one, turns it into a double kill. Eli Elite's flank is working out well for Revenge.
Damn, that's crazy, Plasma.
Bro,
he's bringing it back. He's only double neck now. He just got like 4 kills.
Keeping this pressure forward.
Actually, he just got like 5 kills.
His team. It's important he stays alive and gets a pick.
Look at him, bro. Hang on. No.
And now Eli Elite's gonna push us right down.
Look at him, bro.
He's not looking. Killing spree.
He's back, and they're gonna win.
Row. And Ice Kid's the last alive, but his flag's at home, and he can defend with his sniper.
I don't know what we're throwing nades at, but
22 kills already to his name, and looks like Ice Kid is able to survive just that much longer for Let Him Cook.
Yeah, all right, bro. This kid's cheating.
And their presence being Azrael and Ice Kid back-to-back kills, giving Let Him Cook that advantage and allowing them ultimately to get aggressive.
Yeah, all right, bro. This kid's cheating.
That you have to deal with, even with the sniper. That should have been a counter snipe. Krillsy goes down. Ice Kid is pushing up, and he's not done.
Oh, fine, man. Ice Kid was just one other shot away from getting both of those players, and that would have made a huge opportunity for Let Them Cook. Instead, they're still pretty much in the neutral game, right? They're trying to fight for that half-line control, and well, these next couple picks are going to determine who can get that last push before we're done with regulation.
Less than 30 seconds on the clock. Realized doing everything can to stay alive, but Simply Fearme off the screen gets the double kill. Now Realized has to do everything he can to find out where this pressure is coming from, because you know Let Him Cook, they're trying to pull a flag. They're trying to send us into sudden death. They already have the kills that they're looking for, and they're following it up. 5 seconds left, and looks like that flag.
There's the pull, and he trolled. Hang on, they get it out.
The map, and this flag is
They're gonna get it out.
all the way down towards the long haul side. That could be it.
Oh,
and they got the kills too. Wait, flag guy died.
But Simply Fearme, he's got the better route towards the flag. He will be able to touch and reset the timer.
Oh, there it
There's
goes.
no one in the position. Wow. And at the final moments of this game, Let Them Cook find the victory. It's desperation as Revenge
all right, there it
pushes
goes.
forward, but there's just nothing they can do.
Damn. It looks like Let Them Cook not only taking that game, not only taking that series, but
what a finish, bro.
To the qualifier.
What a PC check this Ice Kid.
Invitational.
Phenomenal end to that game, and it was a decisive push. They sent 3 players through the bottom.
Guys literally pissing.
The base. Once they're able to do so, they use that numbers advantage to pull out the flag, and then once they have those kills, It was just too little too late. They sprung into action, clear defined plan. I think maybe Revenge could have sent a player to try to pull out and stalemate, but really it was just a quick, decisive play from Let Them Cook. It starts all before this, when the 3 players ran through into that bottom base. But once you're in this position, there's nothing you can do, right? It's a 2v4 in that moment. They're spawning opposite side. They have everything blocked correctly. Krubu gets that kill, but he's not able to get around that corner, and that means Simply Fear Me is able just to get home for free. At this point, I mean, if you pause, there's no one there, right? There's no one on the red team.
Can I get a piss test, please?
Flag.
There was only 2 spots here in the elimination bracket in order to make it into that qualifier for the Global Invitational, and we now know one of them are being taken by Let 'Em Cook. And mind you, on the other side of the bracket, it's EXO and TNL that are still going at it to find out who's going to be that second team. We're down to our final match, but man,
ooh, down to our final match. You heard that?
To Let Them Cook. They qualify.
Yeah, you'll definitely take that.
For the Global Invitational, and it
let's peep this last match.
Really,
and then we'll call it a night here.
This series on that oddball, like, it really felt like they were playing well. They had 2
that guy's definitely got a gaming chair.
Couldn't fall their way.
Oh, pretty good.
But they eventually recover, and they make it look quite easy on the second half. Now EXO versus TNL still going on. We're gonna see maybe if we can get into that game. We'll try our best. That was going on simultaneously as this match was.
Hopefully they get in.
So we'll try our best to get into that game, but while we try to figure that out, we're gonna go to a quick break. Hopefully when we're back, we'll have the conclusion of that EXO versus TNL game.
Damn it. They made us go to a break. Son of a bitch. At least they playing the vibey music tonight, you know what I'm saying? Run any games tonight? I don't know. I want to see if we can peep this last series. But I don't know. Kind of 50-50 right now. I might chill tonight because I think I got a recorded video. I might chill tonight and play games tomorrow. Also, I don't know. I might could get in a few tonight. We'll see. Either way, I'll definitely be gaming tomorrow. I don't think there's anything going on tomorrow. Yes, Beyond Stars, that's exactly how it works. All your points from across the season are combined, and that's what determines your seeding. And it's for like every official HCS event. So online qualifiers, the weekly, like the 2Ks or whatever the fuck, or the Pro Series, whatever that shit, as well as the LAN tournaments, majors. Obviously, the majors give you the most points. LAN placings give you the most points, but yeah, it's all taken into account. Started playing Infinite this last December, so I wasn't sure how competitive works completely. Yeah, there you go. I mean, definitely, if you got any questions, bro, I might not be the greatest source of information, but I definitely know some shit, so feel free. And it looks like maybe we're gonna get into this series? Yeah, we have 2 lands. There's 2 more majors this season beyond Stars, and probably a bunch of online qualifiers, and then Worlds at the end of the season. It looks like we're getting into the game. Holy shit! I said
we tried to get an observer in. We got our observer in. Live Fire Slayer.
Let's go.
EXO versus TNL.
We're in this shit, man.
For our last game.
But yeah, this is the pre-qualifier for the actual qualifier for the SSG event. So there's going to be like the pro qualifier.
Number 2, Live Fire Slayer. Game number 1 is already done.
This World's always the most lit event. Yes, I would say, just kind of by like default. You know, it's got the most money. You know, it's the highest. It's the highest stakes, but it's definitely not always the most exciting event. Like, I would argue that Charlotte, the event that was right after Worlds, the event that was like the opener for Season 2, was way more lit. Like, bro, the grand finals in Charlotte were like, that's like an all-time classic series. And Worlds was cool. Prize for Worlds, that's the $1 million tournament. So usually for first it's like 500 or 600 grand or whatever it is.
Employee trying to put that overshield to work. The insta-splow's not going to exactly connect, but his teammate Camp off the screen takes down 1, and with that overshield he puts TNL 3 down. This is Spiteful doing everything he can to stay alive, but eventually he's going swimming.
I love the little attempt to throw a sticky.
Like, hey, I enjoy my Twitch chat, Plasma. I like how conversational it is. I like it's very vibey. It's very chill. I've always enjoyed my chat.
To get those kills, and well, so far, EXO take the early lead.
We've got a pretty humble community. You know, I've got a pretty small operation going on here, but I think
And you talked about
I really like what we've been able to do in this sort of community. We've been able to
series. EXO doing just that. They did have the numbers onto TNL, but didn't have the timing. It didn't want to force it, so they slowed the game down.
We've got a nice, vibey little operation over here.
And now that they're in positioning, that's when they punish them.
Worlds is great to watch.
Does end up going down over
Daddy formal cemented, already cemented legacy. I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not to say Worlds wasn't good to watch. Worlds was absolutely great to watch. One of my favorite events. But it's not always the most exciting event.
Stuck over at the back of A. Employee.
Bro, Kansas City last year was fucking crazy.
Right now, and that's such a dangerous position to play. If he had his team,
I think if FaZe 3-peats any team in the top 4 makes a roster change.
Off the bat, he's able to stay alive and they're able to do more. Right now, TNL
maybe.
Just
yeah.
On the back foot over and over and over again. They need
I don't know. I think everybody's screaming that Optic needs to make a roster change. I think it's possible, but I think they probably try to stick it out to the end of the season.
In this series and looking to make it 2-0, something has got to change for TNL, and despite for the playmaker takes down
think SSG makes a roster change. If SSG makes a roster change, like if SSG or Optic makes a roster change, it's gonna be for like some crazy like
he was alive forever, was getting away from so
like
many one-shot engagements and
Tommy Lucid
when he needed to go
fucking
big,
SSG or
big,
something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna make a move otherwise.
A massive fight over at that bottom tower because if you would have lost that, suddenly EXO just have their full control.
Did you watch any highlights Beyond Stars from like the Halo 5 tournaments?
On the next set of rotations.
I would go watch some of that because bro, Halo 5 competitive was like peak, bro.
And apparently is able to do so, but it is still EXO.
Our go to Optic would be something else. I don't think that's gonna happen, obviously, but like I think Barcode to like a good team would definitely be good. Also just for him.
Finds himself a double kill. Camp wants to get back into the action as Employee is still cooking over
Yo, Beyond Stars, we have a whole playlist on our channel of all tournament reactions and stuff. If you want to go check that out. But also, bro, if you just go peep Devious Grunt Alliance on YouTube, my man has highlights for most of the Infinite events, some of the Halo 3 events, but then like all of the Halo 5 events.
As a coach, like he was coaching that Hive roster before they were picked up by G1, and you can see why. I mean, he understands
that is a great channel to watch
at a fundamental level and is making heads-up decisions.
Whoa!
Showing that he can coach and
I think Barcode's great as well.
Talk the talk. He doesn't just talk the talk.
So I say I don't think he'll end up on Optic just because I don't necessarily think that move happens, but I don't say that to say that Barcode's ass or anything. I think Barcode's fantastic. And I think that's definitely a possibility in the future. I don't think we see that like next roster mania or anything. You know what I mean?
Tries to get into the play, makes that player one shot, can't quite find the kill, but doesn't want to stay stagnant on
that's what I'm saying, Plasma. Like neither of those teams. Because, like, FaZe formed the God Squad. That is the God Squad. There's no other team that you can form that is a better combination of players. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if anybody's going to make a move, it's going to be, like, a trade between the top teams or, like, somebody leaves a top team to go to another team or, like...
1 for 2 for the next...
What's the channel? Devious Grunt Alliance. I can get a link for y'all if you want.
Now looking to slow things down. Maybe that tower side control is what they're looking for, but eventually once EXO get that damage or man advantage, you know they're going to collapse. They have nothing to fear. I guess except for fear itself, because that's a long-range shot to the Mob 2 clutch, while one shot, one being sent back as Big T just takes down Camp. EXO are able to take down one with the engagement, but now it's TNL that are starting to take control.
You know who said that? Nothing to fear but fear itself.
Ninja.
Tyler the Bled.
Yeah, he's the team with fear itself.
Hey, that's true.
Right there you go, chat. I got a link for y'all.
But that's such a hard game.
Keep that channel.
It is.
I got all the highlights.
Like,
that's the
like fear itself has to be like.
That's the channel we always react to like for our videos.
5 gamer tags in Halo's history.
Also, guy that runs it, dude named Maliki. Really cool guy.
Mob 2 clutch.
Met him at a couple events. He's the homie.
He's like on the bottom, bro. He's trying to climb up the ladder, bro.
That guy's dope. Whoa, what is going on?
As long as you put in that work, and that's exactly what Mob 2 clutch and EXO do. Camp with the 15 kills and 10 assists. Mob 2 clutch with the 14 kills and 9 assists. That's what you need.
Yeah, I had heard some rumors, Plasma, that like maybe Formal was going to be done, or maybe somebody was going to get dropped, or this or that. But then they're all streaming, playing together like 2 days ago. So. And yeah, if Formal was going to be done, I don't think I'd be seeing him streaming matchmaking.
We'll figure out what we're going to do for that game. But I'll say, let's go back to our conversation.
Like, bro, if Formal retires, I'm expecting to see him stream Apex for like 17 hours.
What do you guys think, Tony? I'll start with
that
you.
guy just gamed, dude.
Some ideas from the chat as well. Who do you think has the best gamer tag in Halo's history?
Halo's history?
Yeah, from past to present. I'll say it has to be involved in the pro scene. So we're not talking about
best pro gamer tag in Halo history.
Right. Pro gamer tags.
I gotta put some. I think you've actually put some thought into this. So I'm gonna pass it back to you while I think for just a little bit.
Fear itself is pretty good.
this is a tough one. What do you got? Literally, you put some time into this one.
I will say, I maybe a little bit. I don't know if it's the best, but I want to give it some respect.
If you say tools, I'm gonna freak out.
Bound. I think Bound has a sick gamer tag.
Okay.
But I don't know if it can be like #1, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's clean. I also want to say thank you for the 5 gifted subs while we let Tony think. From Shihan 524.
Who does have the best gamer tag in Halo history, bro?
Thank you so much. Guys, if you don't know, what we do here today is all is all basically community driven. We started it's probably more than 4 years ago now. I think it's been a long time that we've been doing this, just picking up games to ensure that the Halo community could watch Halo, and it's been your guys' support that's allowed us to continue going and be able to go.
Yeah,
to
I agree. Like, Royal 1 and Royal 2, obviously Ogre 1 and Ogre 2.
Really helps us a lot.
I was gonna say Ogre 2, like,
that extra mile
I don't know, bro.
today.
That just something about Ogre 2 as a gamer tag is I always thought was so sick too.
1 subs, which are like you just pay.
Pistol is a great one, of course.
To get a 70-30 split.
I don't know if you would count it as Pistola or I got your Pistola.
So if you're able to do that, appreciate you. If not, hey, it's no big deal. But like, you guys have been so supportive. We appreciate everyone. But those subs really do go a long way to allow us to do what we do here today. And we just appreciate you guys. And hey, thank you for the Prime. Dude, I want to say I was gonna say Pelicans, but I don't know if that's right. Yeah, it has to be Pelicans.
This is intense ass music, bro.
Yeah, 100% Pelicans.
Yeah, I almost like want to say penicillin for a second, but that's just my. When I saw it, I thought it was penicillin. I'm like, that's not right. I need to look at that again.
I'm so mad at myself because you gave me so much time. And I couldn't think of like, you know, like a greatest name.
Oh, Strong Side's great.
One up there, and I think, and I'm so mad that I'm saying this. I know he's gonna give me crap, but I think In the Clutch is definitely like one of those. Like, I like In the Clutch. It definitely goes hard, and I'm so mad because if he hears that, he's never gonna let me live it down.
Is In the Clutch better than Captain Clutch though?
Yeah. Captain Clutch is kind of cool. It's kind of corny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, a little corny. You don't like the alliteration?
No.
I think Clutch is a good gamer tag. In the Clutch.
And even the team name Believe the Hype, that goes hard too.
Like, but bro, Ogre 2 sounds like Ogre 2 sounds like an old, like a classic gamer tag. You know what I'm saying? Like,
as a gamer tag. Strong Side. Ooh. That's a good one.
Like,
I want to give a shout out to
I don't know, certain gamer tags remind you of like certain things.
We're into our game and already
music going crazy, Jesus. But like Ogre 2 sounds like an early 2000s like World of Warcraft, Halo 2. Like, that's what it sounds like.
Move off employees POV and we just say, hey, you need to go big. We're watching employees this time around.
All lies are you employee.
It's not like
every mistake you make, and clearly with the 3-0 start and the shot
like
rifle,
Ogre 2 and Pistola are cool in like for different reasons, like in different ways, I think.
Kill 3 down, go TNL, and look at the way he snaps onto the spawning players over toward the A side. He knows where these spawners are coming from, and he is not done yet.
Bro, I like Lunchbox. I like Roy. I think Roy is fucking great, dude. Roy actually might be a contender for best.
It's just moments away from being captured.
Oh, Naded's up there too. Naded's a good name. I actually mess with Naded. It's simple, real simple.
Simple. I think it's maybe a little too simple for me.
Yeah.
He said maybe too simple. That's crazy.
You do. Employee finally went down. And
oh.
I think we have a stream. We have a stream. Well, we'll get a stream up, guys. Don't worry about it. We're streaming or despiteful of streaming. We'll find something. There we go. Look at it. It's real time, baby. It's real time. There we go. Hey, we're back in it, baby.
Let's go.
right where we left off, right too, Tony. So we're not missing anything. And my God, this FOV. This guy's playing on what, like 95?
I ain't mad at that.
No, this is FOV. He's playing on like 100. He's just playing on weird offsets.
For the longest, and today I finally dropped it down, and I was like, "Yo, I could actually hit shots from the close range. This is crazy."
They're mad.
Right, yeah, I've been playing at a high FOV for a while, and you know my shot's pretty bad. Maybe that's the change I need to make.
I'm looking for him.
1-0 lead to start off this game. Shots out to Mop 2 Clutch. Love the Spiteful just holding on to this height advantage until Mop goes down, and that's when he pushes up and right back in the hill for TNL. And TNL, they're damn good. Look at this.
If I had this seed, I'd be dating Tom Brady. Me too.
Call comes in, they dedicate bodies towards it. Make sure the extra were going down. Make sure that they're not being all willy-nilly. You can't let anybody behind your base and survive. And it looks like the Spiteful and crew know that.
I mean, Despicable's been really on top of
I'm not a fan of Snipe Down. I'm not going to hate on that take, It's like I get it, but I personally am not a fan of it.
That makes sure is that they're getting the spawns or finding more space on the map. And so far, wherever he was needed to go, he went, despite making big plays and allowing them to alleviate potential pressure.
I change my shit all the time too, Young Stars.
It's going down here despite spawning.
We live in Sense Crisis City over here.
Rotation
You know what I'm saying?
having to be made, but he gets that information that they're pushing up over towards Long Haul, so cutting off that angle with a couple of grenades.
But also, yeah, to that point, you say just to get out of slumps, like, bro, changing your BR skin, changing your offsets, changing your FOV, just like making the game fresh, making something new, like changing something, can sort of like refresh you and your gameplay and can sort of like help you out. Like that was definitely a thing in Halo 5. Like, bro, you would use a certain Magnum skin in Halo 5, and then like you would start playing like ass, and you would like change to a different Magnum skin or something, and like maybe some different armor, and all of a sudden it'd feel like you were playing a new game.
They start just letting them get time. The Spiteful's trying to deal with everything else, but they need to deal with the players over at the home base first.
One shot, employee.
I love watching the Spiteful's point of view. The dude plays fast.
Yeah, I tried to explain that to somebody beyond Stars. Like one of my IRL friends, like years ago, I was like, bro, straight up in Halo, you shoot different with like different skins and like shit. I was like, it deadass makes the game feel different. And you know, my homie coming from like, you know, he's only ever played COD. He's like, you know, in COD you change your camo all the time. It doesn't change shit. You know, whatever.
Don't roast me. Obviously not the same players.
But like, bro, deadass changing your
about when I'm watching the Spiteful and
changing your skin, changing like, especially something about it in Halo. Like in Halo 5, if you remember, like you'd have a skin like the CLG skin that would look sort of small. It would look sort of smooth. And then you'd have like a skin like the Liquid skin that would be like it'd be big as hell. It'd be sort of blocky looking.
Refine their skills. And
it just straight up feels different to shoot.
More effective, or getting a little bit more well-rounded, and seeing who keeps making those improvements, and then suddenly you're gonna have chances where.
Well, yeah, obviously everything's different, but I mean, like, bro, when you put on like when you change your camo on your gun in COD, like it doesn't really change how you use the gun or like how it feels. You know what I'm saying? But whenever you like change your weapon model on your BR or change your BR skin or whatever, like it deadass changes how the gun feels. It changes like how you shoot. Because like, bro, there's some BR skins that I shoot amazing with, and there's some BR skins that I cannot shoot with. And bro, Halo is the only game where I've had like that kind of experience where like, based off of like purely what's supposed to be like aesthetic things, like it directly affects my gameplay.
Able to get the kill. Oh, that's so unfortunate. And this looks like the third hill for EXO. TNL are not going to be able to get there in time. They did get the spawn that they want over at A, and they pushed out C at the same time so that they had a better position to fight for
Halo 5 was the worst. I headcased so hard.
Not going to go their way, but the reason for that was so they can get
this guy is raging.
Not sure exactly what was said, but it didn't sound very happy. That's all I know. I've had the volume turned down pretty low, but you can tell that it's frustrating. You know, you've worked so hard to get up to this point, and now you're one hill away from ultimately losing it all and not being able to qualify. And as of right now, EXO are answering back TNL with every single turn.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't confirm that beyond Stars, but that's definitely what it feels like.
Not done, not giving up is Spiteful as they clear out the Whirlpool side, and it looks like TNL find the hill.
Yeah, Spiteful did a great job being a middle player.
But I completely agree, Lang Doodle.
He has help to his left.
Halo 5 was absolutely the worst about it.
That he gets the players, that gets the helps and the finishes on those fights, able to kill Fantasy, and then once he gets that pick, he recognizes that he's the player that needs to move forward and get towards this hill. You can see that they also put pressure onto the pipes at the same time, flip out that spawn, and they're ready to fight from the control side. So they're ready for these players that are pushing through the pit, that are pushing through control, trying to get angles. And they're going in and out, but they still have plenty of time to work with, right? With 2 minutes left, you can be a little bit more cautious about how much hill time you get right away, ensuring that you don't overcommit into a fight and keeping your numbers advantages.
And the green gun connects not once but twice, leading to a double kill for the Spiteful. huge plays to slow down EXO, who don't have much progression on this hill. TNL desperately trying to put their second one on the board and put them within striking distance. Not out of it just yet, but one more loss will cost them this tournament.
We're moving down towards those stairs. I don't know if you can get too caught up on trying to rotate to that. I feel like you want to be in that fight for the hill with your player. Oh, well, yeah, that's a call out that came out. Great paying attention right there. Able to wrap back, gets an important kill, and now they can finish this guy off on batteries. They'll be set
This
up
could get a little milky right here.
Next, you know, a minute 35 to
Could,
capture.
oh, they all died though. They're all gonna die.
Oh no. If I'm Team EXO, I'm getting out of that hill now. I think you just have to accept that that one's maybe I don't know. Maybe you stay. No, I think you get out for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I
agree,
Wayne
Doodle.
I
agree.
Time, try to work as much.
I might co-sign that theory.
Game clock as possible.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think working that time and even setting up for the next hill is more important. You want that seaside. And it's like sometimes you fight, and all they need is just one or two slays before they're able to sneak in, especially after the update. They touch that hill, it almost instantly starts earning points. So I'm right there with you. I think rotating over toward the next side, setting up could pay dividends for you. And sadly, TNL do end up getting time to push up exactly where they want to go. They get first progression on that hill, although be a little bit enticing the rest of TNL controlling the seaside of the map, which is what they were looking for.
Yeah, still a minute of time is it can quickly go by, but it's not enough to start sweating quite yet. But not getting these kills is something that you just can't do. And right now, the TNL are struggling to find the right end of the kill feed.
Excellent long-range shots onto one, but Employee in camp do answer back with back-to-back kills. Employee finds yet another one. And now that might leave the Spiteful by himself as 3 down go TNL. 32 seconds on the clock, and it's TNL that are on the clock indeed. They have to find a way towards this hill, but in order to
they
do
gotta
that,
get in this
they
hill.
have to also kill the perimeter players that are surrounding it.
As like basically you have to make this break over at back C. The spawns are going to be so important, and now the clock is starting to play an impact, right? 18 seconds on the game clock.
They're going to have a chance here.
Able to get kill after kill. The camouflage this should be in their possession. Groovy's got it. Oh, man. This is tough. This is so hard. This is like almost extreme levels of Halo that you have to play. You basically have to play perfect.
He's got to get in.
Tight edge that you have to play with the game clock and the position and the slays. You have to just put on a clinic. Oh, it's gonna come down to the wire, Tony. They're getting the C spawns. No, you have to hit the shots. No. I don't think they can get there in time. Oh, it's tough.
Damn.
Yeah, losing the C spawns at the end right there is just tough.
Damn.
It was doable for TNL over toward the end game, but sadly they just didn't have that time. With 7 seconds on the clock, they had to double stack that hill and ultimately stay in the hill just to stop the timer from going.
No, I get
in.
exactly what you mean, Wayne.
EXO, they immediately push over toward the C.
That's why I liked the splice one in that game so much, bro. It just felt like forward momentum. That's all I can describe it as.
Well, and we do have confirmation of the pools that will happen next week. So remember, it's a pool play section and bracket. In Pool A, we have Native White, Darkest Hour, Tenacious, and Let Them Cook, the team that came
yes,
from
Beyond
the
Stars.
lower side on the other side of the bracket.
This was the qualifier for pool play. So I'm not sure when that qualifier is going to be.
Which is the old status quo roster. And then Centra Negra and EXO.
Or the pool play bracket. Or the,
Order 66,
not bracket, fucking online tournament. Qualifier.
Don't go rogue. Then Pool D will be Carpe, Noctum, Snaked and Heated, Sniping Lies, and Pizzazz.
Yeah, they didn't qualify for pool play for Salt Lake. They qualified for pool play for the qualifier. I believe is the case.
I was going to say that. I thought Carpe Noctum was status quo, and I'm actually not sure who Trailblazers are. I'm going to try to get some information on that. I know Order 66, that's Envor and Common's team coming in. Envor and Tony Two-Turn joining Common and Haynes. Going to be really fun to watch, but I'm actually not exactly sure who Trailblazers are.
Yeah, sorry, I had that backwards. Carpe Noctum. Yeah, I wonder who is Trailblazers. Pool D is going to be tough, dude. Carpe knocked him, snaked and heated, sniping lies and pythons. I don't know if that can go like anyway. Dude, that's a tough pool. Yeah, sniping lies has the return of the prodigal son, the old status quo player Necessity, taking over 7th spot on that. So Necessity will be making his appearance over in Pool D.
Yeah, and then Snaked and Heated, you know, you got what Super CC Arctic in them. That's going to be really fun.
That pool is hard, bro.
I'm also interested across the board. Like I like Shopify Rebellion being in this situation is really surprised to me, and the way that G1
me too,
playing,
Doodle.
you know, early on to the year, I'm surprised they're in this situation as well. But you know, you had
Me
teams like
too,
Cloud9
man.
and the boys really stepping up and ultimately taking those spots. And, I mean, I think Cloud9 ended up top 6. Complexity ended up top 8 as well. That's big out of them.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who's on Trailblazers, because that Shopify, that pool probably depending on who's on Trailblazers. So it's Maffy, Leaderness, Breaking Shot, and Squilly. So I'd say Shopify probably has that pool on lock, which is good for them. I think Pool C is probably on lock. Pool A, like Native White, should pretty much have that. Native White also playing with BoMX for the first time on that roster as well, so that'll be interesting to watch. But that Pool D, dude, I honestly, like, it should be Carpe Noctem, like, all things considered, but Snaked and Heated they're very good. Sniping Lies, I think, are sneaky good, and then obviously we saw Pythons have a great run today. Like, a Pool D is brutal.
Yeah, I would agree. I also think Pool C is like sneakingly wide open as well. I think obviously G1 are the favorites, but when I look at Art of Execution, you know, Persecute, Squale, Rob the Turtle, and Obnoxious, that's an interesting squad. You know, you look at Order 66, who you have 2 duos who come with a ton of experience and a ton of firepower. So Order 66 are sneakingly very good, and then G1, I will say they're obviously a really good squad, but that #1 spot may be a little bit more open than people think. So although Pool D definitely stands for Pool of Death, I'm going to be keeping my eyes out on Pool C because I don't think it's as easy as people think.
Yeah, G1 obviously going to have to, you know, we saw that Neuronical announced that he's taking a hiatus from competitive Halo. So they've replaced him with Suspector Aiden. Who is going to be?
Hey, sounds good, Plasma. Yo, much love, bro. It was good hanging out, bro.
Right? So it's like you figure.
Yeah, like I said, I'm definitely
has growing pains sometimes. Like it could be.
I'm definitely down to probably get some games in tomorrow.
The best case scenario for them is that they.
Yeah, I hope it goes well tonight, bro.
Bracket, right?
And yeah, appreciate you hanging out, man.
And to grow with each
much
other
love, dog.
And figure out where they want to be.
One thing I hope for G1 is I hope Precision goes to Texas. Join alongside Swisher and Huss and them in Texas, because I feel like playing a tournament for this this amount of this amount that's on the line from Hawaii, like that seems so hit or miss to me. Like, I can only imagine. We've seen players from Hawaii really struggle when it comes to connection, and then you see Precision come in, and when he's playing on land, this dude is dropping bombs. Even when G1 was losing, Precision was like top slaying in the lobbies against some of the best in the world. So I hope Precision makes his way over towards Texas, maybe makes it over towards the G1 facility and plays out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be best case scenario. I think some people are saying that it's confirmed that he will be in Texas for the qualifier at least.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So that's great. But I think even in the long term, just for his career, like he should be thinking about moving to Texas, or someplace in the United States where you can have a little bit better connection. I think it's insane he's as good as he is online from Hawaii. I mean, that's like probably the worst place to have connection in the United States. Like if you're gonna play in the North American region, I don't think there's anywhere worse to play from than Hawaii.
Yeah, and plus,
probably.
I mean, Hawaii is a weird place in general. I mean, like they out here eating spam and eggs for breakfast.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I don't know what's going on with it. Hey, Hawaii, y'all gotta figure things out. They get Precision stay in Texas.
Saying you should move from Hawaii to Texas and not been to Hawaii. I was like, it'd probably be pretty hard to give up the lifestyle of Hawaii, bro. It must be a pretty nice jump out. Be a couple minutes from the beach, no matter where you're at. I can see that.
I hate spam so much. Oh my gosh, I do.
Spam is
Guy
hard,
Tony
man.
got a
It's like
vendetta.
we have so Hawaii, or not Hawaii, yes.
All right, that was cool. I think we're gonna call it there. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all kicking it with me for a little vibey evening stream. Appreciate y'all sticking with me through the technical difficulties as well. Yeah, we gonna run it back tomorrow. Now that I'm back in town, we're back to our regular schedule. So I'll be live again tomorrow. We'll be streaming. Definitely get some games in tomorrow since we didn't end up playing tonight. Then we'll probably continue playing like some other stuff as well. We'll probably hop back on some GTA or some Spider-Man or whatever we're on. But yeah, like I said, appreciate y'all kicking with me. Hope y'all have a dope rest of your night. Y'all stay safe. Much love. And like I said, we'll do it again tomorrow. But yeah, much love. Get y'all right back here tomorrow. Gang gang. Good night, everybody.